Pushing this pipe, D12 a demon, I'm running these lights. I can't believe that she fit in them tights. Buying it once, or buying it twice. Swiping this card, don't ask for the price. Texting and rich, she say I'm uptight. I got a check, but I'm earning my stripes. Cheating no pussy like that shit advice. Baby, you know I'm not good at advice. Why would I go if I don't get advice? Taking these chances, rolling the dice. Thought it from nothing, I'm hitting these heights. All because what I be spit on these bikes. Beat a few things inside of my Sprite. Better to sleep, you in my device. Thought I could trust you with my life. Can't even trust you in the night. If you talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby, then talk to me. Talk to me, baby, then talk to me. Talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby. You talk to me, baby. You talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby, talk to me, baby. You talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. If you talk to me, baby, then come where I stay. Be in the Dallas, we back in LA. Making this money and stay out the way. Take when you text me, saying okay. Taking this shit out day by day. Don't like to dunk it, I'm shooting a J. Backing up all the things that you say. You on your knees for me, yeah. Funny because I know you don't pray. Said that you down, it's up for the bake. Said I'm the one, so you making me wait. Baby, you know that's the shit that I hate. Pull up on you, I'm in a C8. Holding my own, I'm making shit shake. Shit on my shoulders, I'm lifting this weight. I wanna come on, I grip on your cake. Loading, I'm down, I do what it takes. Bitch on that nigga, I'm not my mistakes. I'm in the cut and I'm slipping away. Niggas I know, they moving real fake. Funny how love can turn into hate. Funny how love can turn you away. Funny how love can turn you away. Funny how love can turn into hate. Funny how love. Funny how love can turn you away. Funny how love can turn you into Jake. Funny how love. Funny how love can turn you away. Funny how love. They talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. If you talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. Talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. Get tired of me, baby, then talk to me nice. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. If you talk to me, baby, then talk to me nice. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. Get tired of me, baby, then talk to me nice. Tired of me. Tired of me.
Yeah, we done came from the bottom. Mad that we up, but I don't hear him talking. Started with knowledge inside of my noggin. We took a dream and then we started blogging. Put my city on the map now. I'ma say how it is and I don't back down. On the road to 100K, we finna act out. We gon' show them that we not just in the background. We the main event, we the main show. We the one that people always gon' pay for. FYF, we the best, no debate though. Number one sports channel, every angle. I'ma show them all how we ride. Best sports talk show, we not like them guys. We playing it safe while they feather the lines. We switching the narrative all the time. Like who to go in the game is not MJ. Kobe Bryant top 10, not what we say. I keep Elijah one is very overrated. Keep it real if it ain't fact, we don't say it. Now it's stable, we won't be ignored.
It's facts over feelings, you talk about listery. Boys, you Scooby-Doo talking in mysteries. You is a puppet to ticket, that's misery. Said that you bitey bang, boy, know your history. It's facts over feelings, you talk about listery. Boys, you Scooby-Doo talking in mysteries. You is a puppet to ticket, that's misery. Said that you bitey bang, boy, know your history. All in your feelings, you gotta be kidding me. Beg for respect, but you only show jealousy. Wanted some status, but you making enemies. Talk about bro workout like you burn calories. Calling a bait cause he come with the cavalry. Caught another L, rated, took another casualty. Now you on the 2, talking like you had a strategy.
Nah, that's just passion. We love the game. You already know what it is. FYF. You don't got tough skin. Might as well not even come on in. Talk to 'em. FYF, blow the whistle, man, we too official.
Better check the film, we not one of them. The greatest to ever ball above the rim. They wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Cut the small conversation, debate on major levels. This the playoffs, baby, bring that pressure, we never settle. Cross and spin, getting it in, I wanna win. That teamwork got us headed to the ship again. LeBron better than MJ, cut it out. Half these fans in the stands don't know what they talking about. Half-court jumpers, crowd going wild. FYF ranked #1, you better say it loud. Intellectual talk, but fuck your feelings. Olajuwon too overrated, Kobe still a realist. Top 10 all time, now how they cut the line. Magic Johnson, Draymond Green, one in the same kind. Fuck your feelings, fast break, stop and pull a J. He got how many rings, nothing else to say. With the team, live streaming, play by play. This the dream, full steam on the road to 100K. FYF, blow the whistle, man, we too official. Better check the film, we not one of them. The greatest to ever ball above the rim. They wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Cut the small conversation, debate on major levels. This the playoffs, baby, bring that pressure, we never settle. Cross and spin, getting it in, I wanna win. That teamwork got us headed to the ship again. Started small, then turned into big dogs. They treat me like the GM, I just make the call. No matter who my op is, I'ma stand tall. Then pull up to the game, fresh like I just left the mall. 100K, 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 check the score. We gon' bust the shot clock, fans running to the floor. All I hear is go this and go that. Man, your team suck, hang it up like a coke rack. I love the game, I admit it, I can't quit it. Step in front of me, man, your ankles gon' get the business. Been a legend like Moses Malone, way ahead of my time. This the greatest sports show ever, I just had to remind. FYF, blow the whistle, man, we too official. Better check the film, we not one of them. The greatest to ever ball above the rim. They wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Cut the small conversation, debate on major levels. This the playoffs, baby, bring that pressure, we never settle. Cross and spin, getting it in, I wanna win. That teamwork got us headed to the ship again.
FYF Sports, man. It's Lamont, man. We back. Ah, man, another episode, man. Salute to everybody pulling up today, man. Appreciate you guys being here, man. Everybody getting in here early, man. I know I shot the notifications out a little late, but we got a lot of things I want to touch on today. We got a couple things on the agenda. One of the things is we got to come up with the new top 10. So we'll be doing that with ChatGPT later in the show. We got to talk about the debates yesterday. Obviously, I thought the debates was really good. And look, man, we just out over here doing our own thing over here on FYF Sports, man. That's all we really do. We do our own thing. We try to keep it basketball, right? I feel like, right? You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like I've done a good job of staying out of a lot of these beefs that's going on. It's no real need. I no longer am I needed to involve myself in back and forth. Right. Because what we've done over here is we've created a common ground for everybody to come over here and cook. Right. Just like we saw in yesterday's debate, when you had a pull-up podcast in the locker room come together in one neutral place and you can have it out. This is not picking sides over here. This is what we just do over here. I think this is the best avenue. So again, the only thing that we did is we had a great debates. We're going to bring people up to talk about those debates. But then, as I told you guys yesterday, look at Alex M. He says neutral. Alex, yes. Alex, you debated on here. It was judged fairly. Alex, would you like us to replay your debate live so everybody can hear how horrible you were when you went under the clock? Should we just replay your or do you want to parade around saying that you got screwed over by biased judges? So we could do one or two things, Alice. You could just concede, or we can actually play your debate and we can let everybody hear how trash you were. You talking about a guy, you talk about people stuttering. All you did was stutter. You didn't use your time. You did no real research. You were not prepared. And you sounded like a clown up here. That was just you, Alex. You want to blame, like I said, yeah, you want to blame somebody for your failure. You may have had a lot of great things to say. Whatever you had written down, because we know you got them big loud keyboard that we know you got to, but whatever, you didn't get it out. So salute to Alex, man. But Alex, we're gonna get to you later in the show. You are gonna be one of the things that we actually talk about. But look, it was brought to my attention today. Look what Alex does, y'all. He always turns it to LeBron James. You didn't lose a debate because of LeBron. You lost the debate because of you, Alex, because you were trash. But Alex, look, the link will be open. You can come pull up. We can talk about it. We're going to be covering three different things. I got 3 different videos to show you guys. But it was brought to my attention today that DreamersPro did exactly what we knew DreamersPro would do once LeBron James won the NBA Cup. He was going to cry and he was going to whine about the NBA Cup, how it was all set up for LeBron, how the NBA wanted him to win. We all knew this was coming. This was something that, whether you were a LeBron fan or not, we knew this was coming. There were going to be a lot of crying and a lot of whining. But when LeBron James won the NBA Cup, y'all, it brought out more anger in these LeBron James haters than I had ever even imagined. It brought out every hateful bone, every lie that they think they can regurgitate. They just started spewing it all out. I went to 3 different platforms yesterday. Actually, I just saw the DreamersPro clip. There's 2 other clips where LeBron James wins. And look, I told people, you can say that this NBA Cup it doesn't mean anything. I'm fine with that. But for LeBron James to win the NBA Cup, and it just brings out the absolute worst in people. I heard some of the most biggest lies ever since LeBron James has won the NBA. It's all because this all ties back into, this is all hate and anger derived from LeBron James winning an NBA Cup. Something that they say is so meaningless, but we see so many people across the board, primarily the LeBron James hate channels, all heavily invested in just lying and hate. And then again, there's still some of the usuals out there, the Carcinos. We knew what he was going to say. DreamersPro, I think it was pretty predictable that DreamersPro was not going to be a fan of LeBron James winning. But there's a couple other people that surprised me. But we're going to get to a couple of these things. I think the first thing I want to get to is DreamersPro. So after DreamersPro went on his rant, he went on a 55-minute rant, rave, and tangent about how he hated LeBron James and how he had a disdain for the NBA Cup. Somehow, again, because look, LeBron James gets a lot of these guys extremely emotional. For whatever reason, he decides to bring up FYF Sports. I'm look, y'all, I haven't been in the way. I haven't been, even though DreamersPro came over here. If we being honest, I didn't really give him the max ether like I could have. I honestly took it easy. In a sense, we handled him with kid gloves compared to how we've handled people in the past. Right? When he came up and he had his conversation with Gilbert Arenas, what did I do? Fall back. I don't even say a word. You two can have it out. we really handled them with kid gloves. And then even after the fact, not a lot of videos on it. We released 2 clips of the live stream because the live stream was 6 hours. So people don't have to go back and watch the whole thing. Obviously, you clip some of the best parts, you put it out there as YouTube videos. But we really just kind of moved on past it. If we being honest, we really just moved on. And I thought it is what it is. He didn't like that he came over here and got deep fried. Or he didn't like the fact that you guys thought he got deep fried. Oh, and then he didn't like the fact that I left the live stream up and I actually clipped the 2 segments. And so more and more people saw that he got deep fried. For whatever reason, that's not my fault. Look, y'all, when y'all come on FYF Sports, the things that y'all say is public to the world. Once you get into these debates publicly, I'm not responsible for any public backlash that you get out of that, especially if you're a content creator. But look, now, I'm going to get to this video. I want you guys to hear what he had to say, because now the anger from LeBron James winning the NBA Cup is starting to spew out, man. It's starting to spew. Let me do this right here. Let me share my screen. I'm sharing the audio. All right, here it is right here. All right, so we're going to play this. And I'm going to play it. I'm going to stop it and start it. I want you guys to hear it. Like, remember, this is towards the end of his video. It's a video that he released today. And look at the title, you guys. LeBron James takes a disgusting shot at Michael Jordan by questioning his famous NBA Finals flu game. Just reaching for something. This is when you hate somebody that bad that you just reaching for something to hate on. Look, remember what I said, y'all, and this is no shade. Remember when I said, are you the TMZ side of this? Do you just like covering the drama and some of the non-basketball storylines? Because we talk real basketball over here. We talk X's and O's and things that actually happen in between the lines. But this video title, once again, is another example of why I said you have some TMZ in you. This is not real basketball talk. This is TMZ. No shade. That's just your style. Not knocking your style. That's just what you do. But look, I want you guys to listen to this. I'm going to let it play for you. Look, you guys tell me your thoughts on it. But I just kind of want you to hear how his hate for LeBron James just made him unleash the rest of his hate that he had for anybody that would have came up. And I just happened to be the name that came up, and he just unleashed his hate for no real reason. But go ahead, watch this.
Go get your weight up on somebody else's channel. Stop promoting other people's channel on my channel. Stop being a lazy dude and stop promoting people's channel. We saw the meltdown on FY. Y'all ain't see nothing. Y'all didn't see nothing. Oh, now that we talking about it. Before I let you guys go, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to hip you guys up into something interesting real quick. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. Let me show you guys something real quick. So y'all want to see something interesting. Let me show you how these dudes do. Oh, man. Let me show you how these dudes do. Oh, man. Let me see. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all something. Let me pull this up real quick. Just stick around with me for a second. I want to show you guys something because I'm going to show you how these dudes move real quick. So basically what happened was, hold up. Let me pull this up for you guys. Just stay with me. There's somebody that was talking about how they flame me up and all of this and all of that. Hold up. Because one of these dudes, I didn't know how these dudes operate until recently. But basically what one of these dudes did was, all right, hold on one second. Let me look for the post. Y'all give me a second. I want to look for this picture real quick. Because I'm going to show you how these dudes behave. Just a second. Let me pull this up. Ah! So let me show y'all what happened. This was October 14th. This happened on October 14th. And I'm going to read the post for you. Not a post. I'm going to read the message for you. Hold up. Who said this? LeBron fans keep choking and riding on LeBron's meat, yet LeBron keeps chasing MJ and Kobe trying to make this an argument to validate his legacy. LeBron is the GOAT, begging for validation and looking for love. I 100% agree. Y'all keep giving us all of these super chats. Y'all going to make these weirdos insecure. Y'all know how they do. They always watching somebody's pockets. So let me read a message for you guys on Instagram. Hold up. Just a second. I don't know if y'all can see it. Okay, anyway. The message says this. This is so-and-so from so-and-so podcast on YouTube. We cover sports similarly, but we also host head-to-head sports debates in an organized fashion. And by organized, what he means is that we're going to jump up on here and be hollering all over the place. We was just reaching out to see if you would be interested in having the head-to-head debate on our platform versus Gilbert Arenas. Again, the debates are organized, civil, and respectful. Looking forward to hearing back from you. Sincerely, I'm not going to say his name, from his channel. This was the invite I got, and I looked at that message. I was like, this got some weirdo vibes.
Now, look, we going to pause it real quick. Look, y'all. Ain't that what we supposed to do over here, y'all? I mean, the last time I checked, the channel was called FYF Sports Debates. We have debates, right? And the funny thing about this, and Locker Room can be a testament to this, is the day before we had the live stream where DreamersPro came on the show, I was on the Locker Room's channel, and I told the Locker Room, I said, I actually messaged DreamersPro to see if he would come on the show and do a debate. That's what we do. If I see two people have a contention, we try to bring them together for a debate. And it was crazy. Then when I did that live stream, the craziest thing, just how everything comes full circle, is I had sent that message to DreamersPro asking if he would be interested. He never read the message, you guys. So when he tries to play this game that he says that, oh, I read the message and thought he had a bad vibe, the message was never read. He just read the message like a few days ago, but he had just ignored the message. So I said, all right. And it was the Locker Room that actually talked me into doing the live stream the next day, because he had just made some outlandish claims about LeBron. And I was like, I even told the Locker Room, I said, man, I don't want to seem like I'm piling on. I said, man, y'all doing a hell of a job getting at this dude for his takes. I said, I don't really want to pile on. Locker Room said, nah, go ahead and do the show. I thought about it. I said, let me do the show. It just so happened that in the midst of doing the show, not only does DreamersPro pull up, but Gilbert pulls up. We had the debate that I had messaged him about. It just happened. It's like I talked it into existence. It's crazy. I didn't message Gil. I didn't reach out to Gil. Gil pulled up on his own. And the debate that this is why when Gil pulled up, what did I do? I put my mic on mute. I let them two have their debate, because just like what he read in the message, what did I say? I said the debates will be respectful and civil. If you go back and look at the conversation or debate between DreamersPro and Gilbert Arenas, can anybody say that conversation was not respectful or civil? The only thing that he did not like after the conversation is that many people in the chat felt like he got completely outclassed in talking basketball by Gilbert Arenas. These are things like, this is the craziest thing ever. So I did message Dreamers Pro. I messaged a lot of people. It's just the way this universe works. It just happened full circle. It was crazy how he pulled up. This man never pulls up on people's panels. And then Gil pulled up. We had it. So the debate that I had hoped for happened in real time. That's crazy. But Dreamers Pro, we are a debate channel. We reach out to the subscribers. We reach out to people to do debates. That's what we do. But look, I want y'all to hear the rest of this though. But this is where y'all can hear the anger. Because if you listen to what he said, I was the guy that said I cooked him. No, I never said I cooked Dreamers Pro. What Dreamers Pro is doing, y'all, is he's reading the comments. If you go through the comments on any of those videos, it's his own fans saying that he got cooked. It's his own fans in my comments are saying, damn, I didn't even know Dreamers Pro was like that. I'm about to unsub. I was a fan of Dreamers Pro. He went off the hinges like that. Dreamers Pro got cooked. If you go through those videos, and I could pull the comments up on the screen here as soon as we're done here, I'll put the comments on the screen. I think that video might have like 800 comments, and all of the comments are talking about how he got cooked. This ain't me. This is a channel where y'all decide if somebody got cooked or not me. But he getting mad. But see, LeBron wins the NBA Cup. He has a 55-minute tangent complaining about LeBron James winning. Somebody in the chat says he had a mental breakdown on FYF. And then he want to just take his anger out on me because now he just mad. And that's why I said it could have been anybody. If somebody would have brought the locker room there, anybody he don't like, he would have attacked him just because that's the hateful mode that he was in. Watch, listen to the rest of this.
This looked like a grimy, you know what, vibe. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to respond to him. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to check him out later. I leave it at that. Then son tried to pull a fast one on me. No, we just want to talk because you said LeBron didn't go to Kobe's funeral and blah 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 blah. Then later on, I found out that him and Suzette were scratching each other's booties in the corner at night. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know him and Suzette used to get down like that. I didn't even know that. And him and Suzette be running around.
Now, how did I pull a fast one on him? He says I pulled a fast one on him by calling out his lies on LeBron James. That's me pulling a fast one. So on a channel where we go at people's illogical or erroneous takes, he says I have an obligation to tell him prior to giving him the max ether. It's my obligation to say, hey, Dreamers Pro, I'm going to be giving you the max ether in 8 hours. And no, that's not how this works. I don't know why he's mad. Because at the end of the day, I was right about what did I say when he first pulled up? I said, are you willing to recant your statement on saying that LeBron was not at Kobe's memorial? No, I'm not. He was pushing against obvious facts. And then he oddly enough tries to connect this to somebody. He says Suzette. He's referring to the locker room, I believe. And what does that have to do with him lying about LeBron James? I told the locker room I didn't even want to do the video. I do the video. Then now his anger is moving from me. And so now he connects his anger for the locker room to me. Dreamers Pro, you got to understand. I'm not here to fight your battles. If the locker room is cooking you on his channel, that's something you got to go deal with in your own personal time. That's not something that I'm going to be dealing with here on FYF Sports. If locker room over there cooking you, if you mad because somebody done showed him your LinkedIn page and locker room done made all types of Hotel Rwanda jokes about you, that's on the locker room. And that's something you're going to have to figure out. How do I get my get back on the locker room? You can't come running to me. This is essentially, he came running to me hoping that I would fight his battle versus the locker room for him. You cool with the locker room? Yeah. And I don't care about any rifts or beefs that he has with you. That ain't my issue. The man is cooking you. If locker room throws a good joke, I'm gonna laugh. If you actually had it in you to throw some good jokes back, I'm gonna laugh too. Locker room. When Big Tone said you was a two-way player, did I shy away from laughing? I thought Big Tone threw a hell of a joke. That's a hell of a soundbite. That man's a two-way player. He got LeBron James picture up on any video topic. It was funny. Do I have an obligation to go cook Big Tone because Big Tone getting on? No. I have only one obligation, and that is to laugh. That's all. So again, Dreamers Pro, I don't fight your battles. This is a battle. You're going to have to figure out how to get the advantage in that battle again. You tried. Now, you came on FYF Sports and you were trying to get your shots back in at the locker room. You were calling them broke. Right? You saying he didn't have no money. You didn't think it was from New York. But your jokes wasn't even really that good. So your jokes really wasn't even hitting like that. You tried to throw jokes back, but they was all corny as hell. Because you went straight to the money and I'm gonna see you at the top, and you just look like corny. That is not my problem. Remember, I said when y'all come up here and start saying this stuff, I just sit back and let it unfold. I mean, look, I want y'all to listen to a little bit more of this, man. The Dreamers Pro is crazy.
One of the biggest clowns on the internet going. And I'm like, yo, hold up. You and this dude is friends? Y'all are cool? Then I thought back a few weeks ago, I was doing a live and I kept on seeing some posting his channel in my comments. Posting. Kept on posting his channel. And I'm like, yo, hold up. You a LeBron fan. You a hater. And then you still come to my channel and post your channel in the comments? Where they make you dudes from?
So look, y'all, now he has a new allegation. LeBron James done won the NBA Cup. He done lost all sensibility. He done went back to talking about how he got cooked on FYF Sports, not by me, but by Gilbert Arenas, according to the fans. He's now brought up the locker room. He's mad because I'm cool with the locker room, and the locker room cooks him on a weekly or a daily basis. And so now he has a new allegation, man. His new allegation is that I have went over to his live stream and I am spamming my channel in the live stream. Or I don't know who he's saying. I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was the locker room, because we see it over here. Sometimes when I'm live, we'll see some weird channel name pop up and it'll just start spamming Ticket TV, or they'll just start spamming Dreamers Pro. You know what I do? I just block the channel because I know it's just a spam channel. He's been on YouTube longer than me and the locker room and most of us combined. He don't know how to identify a spam channel that might be spamming his chat. He don't know that, just ignore it and block it. When people come over here spamming Dreamers Pro in the chat, do I run around and say and blame Dreamers Pro for random people spamming? No. I actually tell people, if you're going to spam, at least come onto the panel and give me proof that that person paid you. And then I'm going to let you do your marketing in the chat, because I know you're just trying to get to your bag. But now either me, I don't know who he's talking about, either me or the locker room, somebody's going over to his channel spamming either FYF Sports or something. I don't know. I don't have time. I like Dreamers Pro. I think you got quality content as far as the production of your content goes. but I just don't watch like that. Every blue moon, when you have a topic that I might be interested in, I'll click and watch for a few minutes. But I'm not an avid watcher like that. When you go live, I don't even have my YouTube notifications turned on. I've turned all notifications for YouTube off because I get too many little dings and bells from comments and all these likes throughout the day when I turn it on. So I turn it off. I don't know, man. I don't get these people, man. I don't get them.
Where they make you dudes at? I don't understand you dudes. I never go to nobody's channel to post shit. And all of our time is coming up as creators from 0 subscribers to 174,000 subscribers. There's only been one person that shared our content. One person. And that person was a video he did by O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out to O'Shea. He was the only person, and that's not even basketball. That's not even sport. He was the only one. But if you go through the history of our channel and the community,
O'Shea Duke Jackson shared your content because you don't talk basketball. You talk drama. Just like O'Shea Duke Johnson or Jackson, he speaks on the drama sector. He don't speak on sports. You guys have a commonality. Your content actually collides with his because you guys talk about similar drama topics. The things that I talk about will never collide with a O'Shea Duke Jackson because I speak on basketball. I don't speak on TMZ drama. O'Shea Duke Jackson speaks on drama, the drama sector, the messy shit. Just like DreamersPro. So if he shared a video of yours, it's probably because you said something in a TMZ type of fashion that piqued his interest. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think you just have to own the sector that you're in. But you're not in the sector of basketball talk. And I think that became very evident when you were speaking with Gilbert Arenas. That became very evident when you were speaking with Legend of Winning. When Legend of Winning asked you some of the players that guarded Michael Jordan, and you said Charles Barkley. And then when they called you out on saying Charles Barkley, you said, well, I don't have time to go look it up. Bro, who has to go to Google to identify the players that defended Michael Jordan? This is why I say I don't think you really talk basketball. That's all. It's not a shade. It's not a diss. These are the things that he said out of his own mouth. Wendell Scott says, you're giving the man free promotion. I don't care. Yeah, y'all think I make videos based on if it gives somebody promotion or not? I don't give a damn. Because I know how to manipulate SEO. So when people get to searching for these titles and these videos, they also going to find my videos too. So I'm not tripping. It's just what it is. But it's just weird, man. This dude is, I mean, I don't get where his anger comes from. Salute, man. Salute to H. Salute to H. High T1000 just tipped $5. Salute to High T1000, man, for hitting the tip button, so sending a tip over to FYF Sports, man. Much appreciated. You guys, man, hit that Streamlabs tip button to either send a super chat comment or to join our memberships, man. That'd be much appreciated.
Section, we share other content creators' videos. Nobody gave us love nowhere. Nobody. Nor did I go around begging other people to oh, yo, help me out, hook me up. I didn't do it. I just worked. The same way we all started with 0 subs, we all started at 0. And I worked. So to have these dudes sitting in the corner beating at me, looking at LeBron James posters, not knowing that they teaming up together, you're a certified bozo. But guess what? Whatever y'all think y'all doing, whatever it is you think you planning, whatever it is you think you're up to, it's not going to work. Y'all just seen Marcellus Wiley on the show. Those are the people we're trying to associate with, not the dirty section, not the crust.
Dreamers Pro, I'm gonna give you a news flash. We don't talk about Dreamers Pro. I mean, I don't know if he thinks he's more relevant or something. I don't know. Dreamers Pro, we don't talk about you. I think we laughed at the video when you pulled up, but we've moved past that. We've been into debates. We're moved on to other things. We got other interviews lined up. And look, if you got Marcellus Wiley to come on your show, kudos, man. Salute to you, man. But I don't care. Like, who cares? He makes it seem like he's trying to make himself seem more relevant. Nobody talks about you. What's happening is, and the reason why he thinks he's a topic of conversation is because every day on those videos where he made himself look like a buffoon because he came up here trying to be some fake African gangster, every day there's new comments that appear. Damn, I didn't know Dreamers Pro was like that. Damn, Dreamers Pro out of character. Damn, I'm subbing from Dreamers Pro. Every day is more new comments of people where he really exposed who he was. This is not nothing that I did. I didn't do nothing. All I did was go live, speak facts. He pulled up, and then I just let him talk. He killed himself with his own words and actions. Legend of Winning didn't get out of pocket with him. When he was talking to Legend of Winning, what did I do? I was muting people so they wouldn't even talk over him. I said, I wanted him to get out as much as possible. And that's what he did. Like, I could pull up the comments real quick. Let me just pull up some of the comments just so y'all can see real quick. I want y'all to see some of these comments. All right, here it is right here. Look at these comments, y'all. I want y'all to look at it. Dreamers Pro showed so much ego, emotion, weakness during this live. Calling someone a coon over basketball debate is crazy. Dreamers Pro was the only person being disrespectful and childish. Even Gil can't save Dream. He keep telling him to stop speaking narratives. This was the greatest all-time debate in history. His pride was hurt. Respect to Dreamers Pro for pulling up, but damn, that was a disaster. Charles looked bad. That was epic. He got exposed. Watching again, he got to be drunk. Buddy spazzing. This shit went through the roof. Dreamers Pro out here looking suspect right now. This was a chance for him to show his skills in basketball-related content. He could have laid out his opinion, and for the better or for the worse and leave it on the floor, I think everyone can respect that. But to come on the show and puff his chest as if he were in the streets, it shows his character. We keep going. Dreamers Pro sounding super soft for crying about someone saying he got cooked. Dreamers Pro was like the Bill Cosby of sports talk for content creators, and now we get to see his real side. LaCharles was really in his feelings. Wow. I found this channel just in time. Charles is embarrassing himself continually. I'm not sure if it's comical or tragic at this point, probably both. This is what happens when you don't know ball and step outside of your echo chamber and try to talk hoops. This dude really exposed himself. DreamersPro just proved he's just like the media he critiques. Look, y'all, and a lot of these people ain't even subscribed to my channel or weren't, at least at the time when they came through. See, DreamersPro is mad because of this. He's mad just like he got mad when we were just talking about his debate with Gilbert Arenas. He got mad at us for giving our opinion about the debate. And what did he do? He just took his anger out on Low. He's reading these comments, and in these comments, what's happening? I was surprised that DreamersPro, as someone who makes money putting out catchy titles, got mad because they say he got cooked. DreamersPro is reading the comments, but he's acting as the comments are me. The reality for DreamersPro, the reality that he needs to accept is that a lot of these comments are coming from his very own subscribers. I could literally do a whole live stream on reading just comments from the 2 clip videos and from the live stream. And you guys would easily see that that is the case. It says this DreamersPro is too emotional, throwing hissy fits. Charles ain't ready for this kind of forum. He's built to be isolated with only his opinion. See, it's people coming in here calling this man Charles. These are the people that have already been subscribed to him and who know who he is. First off, DreamersPro got cooked because instead of actually debating facts or things that actually happened, he debated narrative. This is why he mad. He not mad at me. He says the FYF is the dirty sector. It's only the dirty sector because on one of the only videos we have about him is comments like this. I don't tell people to go make these comments. People watch and they give their opinion. When I do the video, I don't tell people to comment or say anything. They give their own opinion. He get mad at comments like this. The locker room be having me in tears sometimes. DreamersPro just exposed himself. This stream was comedy. I always knew DreamersPro was a hater. Now I know he is thin-skinned as well. Low-cooked dreamers, like Thanksgiving dinner. This shit made me laugh so hard my stomach was hurting. DreamersPro sounds just like Ticket TV arguing his case. Dream finna make a video tomorrow apologizing for his cousin. Look, why you mad at me, my guy? I don't go to your channel. I don't type anything in your chat. I don't type anything in your comments. I don't tell people to treat you a certain way. I've actually told people after you left the channel, make sure y'all go check out DreamersPro's channel. Give him a sub. That's exactly what I said. I said, no matter what you think about his content, he's still a content creator. Go support. That's all I said. I can go to all 3 of the videos and the comments are the same. Y'all see how many comments this is? Like I got comments on top of comments, on top of comments, on top of comments, on top of comments, on top of comments. I can keep going down. Look, so I scrolled down a whole bunch and we already got to one. Bad look for Dreamers Pro. And I like his channel. But you can't come in here all emotional like that, like being disrespectful just because they felt like you got cooked on a conversation. It's not that serious. Just laugh and move on. This is coming from somebody. So is this guy a LeBron James fan? Because he calls anybody that don't agree with him. We could literally disagree on if hamburgers are better than hot dogs. If I don't agree with Dreamers Pro, if I don't agree with them on hamburgers or hot dogs, it's because I'm a LeBron James fan. Anybody that says he got cooked is a LeBron James fan. If you don't like the way he got his collar flipped on a certain day, you're a LeBron James fan. The guy in the chat that was talking about his haircut and his hairline, you're a LeBron James fan. Everything is revolved around just hating LeBron. This is where it's taking you. Dreamers Pro has always been a big baby. Also, he could be related to Ticket. The man benefit. Shout out to y'all for exposing him. Damn, Dreamers Pro has a bad temper. It ain't that serious. Guys, these are comments that are based on his actions. He came onto this platform acting the ass. He left. If he would have just left after the Gilbert debate, it would have been fine. When he pulled back up and he showed that other side of himself, that's where these comments are stemming from. That has nothing to do with me. And when Dreamers Pro tries to pretend as if when he came back up and was talking to Lowe, that was not no debate. We was just talking about you getting ethered by Gilbert Arenas. That was just the open panel. I know, Ricky J. The crazy thing is, you got to have more respect for Ticket because, look, I was just on Ticket panel the other day. Ticket been over here. Tickets actually came over here and been in a debate. At the end of the day, Ticket even understands the game. If Ticket came over here and won a debate, people had to own up to it. Okay, he won. He can say he cooked. It is what it is. Are we going to harp on it? No, it is what it is. All these comments, I could literally spend all day. Dreamers Pro tried to debate. LOL, man should have stayed in his lane with hot topics. This is not me saying that he's TMZ. This is his own fan base. Dreamers Pro tried to debate. LOL, man should have stayed in his lane with hot topics. This is not me. Charles Bayless got cooked. Dreamers Pro look really bad. Dude, mad emotional. See, I could go through all of this. Is why. Now imagine being Dreamers Pro and you done pulled up to this channel. Your emotions got the best of you, and then you reading through the comments, and everybody in the comments, including your own subscribers, is cooking you. I would feel some type of way too. But it's still no excuse because the one trigger for all of these things is LeBron James. LeBron is the trigger. You allowing LeBron to trigger you into complete delusion. I had to check to see if you were a hotel receptionist in quotations. I thought that was funny. See, that's why I said Dreamers Pro is the one that brought up the LinkedIn thing. He the one kept pushing the bar on that. You keep pushing these things, and then when the locker room hit you with a slick joke about the hotel and you got everybody laughing, now you want to get mad. I can't defend you for that stuff. The only time I defended him on that live is when locker room got to talking to Africa jokes too much. And I said, locker room, let's hold off on talking about the man's country. I mean, I don't know what he was expecting me to do. I can't be your savior. I'm not going to save you from the locker room. You got to come with some clever way to do it your damn self. You're going to have to start digging through the oblivion of the internet. Maybe you might find a locker room MySpace page or something. You get to cooking them something with some pics or something, man, where, you know, he got some big basketball shorts on or something. I don't know. You got to find something. That's not on me. It's not my job. I'm just here to get some laughs, man, when y'all get into these back and forths. See? That's all. That's all, man. That's all. So, look, y'all. It is what it is. Look, the Dreamers Pro, we're going to move on to the next video. After this next video, I'm going to open the panel up. I'm going to bring y'all up to just cook on all these topics, man. But Dreamers Pro, my whole point is, look, Dreamers Pro. You can, because he's made multiple videos talking about me specifically in the video, but he doesn't never want to address me. I'm gonna address Dreamers Pro, and if anybody wants to clip it or if he's watching, I'm gonna be very direct with anybody that's a Dreamers Pro fan. Dreamers Pro, there is no beef. We have no beef. You cannot create a beef. I don't have any anger towards you. I think what you're doing is kind of silly, but there is no beef. I can't beef, or I can't go do a back and forth with a channel that's not a basketball channel. You are a drama channel. I told you when you were on here, I thought your content was more TMZ related. That's not something I said behind your back. I said that to you while you were on the panel. And I still feel that way. You proved as much when you started trying to talk basketball with Gilbert Arenas, and you couldn't even name 2 players that defended Michael Jordan. That's not me doing these things to completely embarrass you. That's you doing those things. So for all the people out there, if you are a Dreamers Pro fan, people like Alex M, Henry Dirth, look, there is no beef. I don't beef. We just debate. And I especially can't beef with a channel that doesn't talk basketball. He's in the drama sector. That's just the reality of it. Do I like his production, the way he does his thumbnails? Yes. As a content creator, salute. I have nothing bad to say about him. He can throw jokes. It won't affect me. We're going to keep it pushing. Just like we about to move on to the next subject, we're going to move on to the next subject. But just so the Dreamers Pro fans can have some peace of mind, unless Dreamers Pro wants to continue this charade, I won't unleash the Max Ether. I won't unleash LeBatman Lane. And with all of the information I have, you guys, y'all think the locker room know how to do research. If any of you guys have seen any of my LeBatman Lane videos, you guys know how deep I can do research. And I just don't feel like being that person again. The LeBatman Lane is unapologetic. And the Max Ether just is crazy. Look at Mr. Winters. Mr. Winters just says anybody got flamed. Dreamers Pro flamed Lamont on here so bad he called Gilbert. No, he didn't flame anything, and I didn't call Gilbert. See, and that's the thing. Y'all think I called Gilbert. Y'all just think I got Gilbert on speed dial, and I just, Gil, come on in. No. Gil is a busy motherfucker. He saw Peacock win that Dreamers Pro was up here making himself look like a fool, and he says, now I can speak to the guy that never joins panels. That's all, Mr. Winters. Just like you, Mr. Winters. Because I guarantee you, Mr. Winters, the day that you join one of these panels, you're going to have a lot of people coming at you. Because similar to Dreamers Pro, you stay away from the live panel. As soon as you click the link, you're going to have a panel full of people that are going to light you up. That's all. Hey, see, Ace knows. Now, look, I'm really like, look, y'all have seen LeBatman Lane. LeBatman Lane has been retired for what? Maybe a good year and a half. And so I don't beef. I just bring out LeBatman Lane. But look, there's no need for that. We're not. I don't think he needs LeBatman Lane treatment just yet. I just think he was a little bit misinformed. We just had to help inform him. I think he's a little bit angry because you guys saw the comments, rightfully so. I would be a bit angry at myself if I made myself look like a buffoon in front of a whole bunch of people on a video that he claimed only had 5,000 views. And then when he looks up, the video damn near has 30,000 views. Truth, man. Mr. Winters won't click a link. Here, look, I'll do this right here. Watch. I'll show you guys. I'll drop the link just for Mr. Winters. Let's see what he says. Because remember, we like letting people just come up here and make themselves look silly. Mr. Winters, if you click the link, I won't say nothing. I'll just let you come up here and just cook. You can get it out your system. Whatever you got to say about LeBron, because we know that you're only here, Mr. Winters, because you saw LeBron in the title. You ain't never here. We do a video on John Stockton, you ain't nowhere to be found. We do a video on anything. Whenever we put LeBron, you there. So, Mr. Winters, man, I want you to explain yourself. If you got anything bad to say about LeBron, I'm going to allow you to have the floor and you can get it out your system, because I know this NBA Cup hurts your soul deeply. And sometimes just saying it help you get it out your system, and maybe you don't make the mistakes that DreamersPro did. To P5, I specifically said that the link was for Mr. Winters, man. P5, I want you to come back though. After I do this next video, because I don't believe Mr. Winters is gonna hit the link. I got one more video to cover. And this video, yeah. He's on a conference call. Yeah, bang, bang. Mr. Winters is on the infamous conference call. That's why he can't pull up. Oh, I'm at my job right now. Excuse. All right, man. It is what it is, man. We'll get to this next one, man. This next video, y'all, I want to show y'all this is actually focused more so on one of the subscribers of FYF Sports. This guy is one of the subscribers of FYF Sports. And P5, that's why I want you to come back, P5, because he actually mentioned P5, which is crazy. The man actually mentioned P5. This guy, if y'all thought DreamersPro was a liar, this guy takes the cake. I have never heard somebody lie so much in a short amount of span. He was just making up lies as he went. He was throwing out people's names. And I think he was only doing it because at the time, the video, it was only like maybe 20 people in the live stream. So I think because he was on a smaller platform, the man felt like, yeah, I can say anything. I can make it sound spicy and ain't nobody watching. What he didn't realize, I watch everybody, small channels, large channels, medium-sized channels. I'm always at people's channels. I don't care if you got 2 subs. If you're talking basketball, I'm going to probably click the link. I still am one of the few people that goes over to Go Mike channel. But I want y'all to listen to this dude just lie. This is wild. And P5, click that link again, because you pulling up was crazy. Because he mentioned P5 specifically. It was the wildest thing I've ever heard, man. Let me do this real quick. All right, hold on. Let me share my screen. And then this video is from Big Fan Breezy. This is a video from Big Fan Breezy. He did a video yesterday saying, just recapping the debate on FYF with the Pull Up Podcast. And look, people going to have opinions on the debate. I don't knock that. But there's a specific guy talking by the name of Kobe. And this man just chose to use this as an opportunity to just lie. It was crazy. I want y'all to listen to this. I'm going to stop it and start it like I did with the other one. But this is the craziest thing in the world. The man was just saying stuff like the man was talking as if he's with me behind the scenes setting up the debates. It's crazy. But look, I want y'all to listen to this.
About the judging and the expertise and the criteria and all of that. I think we all agree, you know what I mean? Shout out to FYF. It's a dope format, but it need a few tweaks here and there, and I'm saying can make the judging system a little better. But that'd definitely be dope to see BJ get back out there. I don't know what he's fan to do, but you know what I mean? I'm a fan of the show regardless, man. Shout out to the pull-up. This is a fire show, man. What's good, BJ? Talk to me, man.
I mean, shit. Like, I might get back in there, man. I just, got process everything. You feel me? It's like been just today. So.
But did you have fun? Like, well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a good time, man. It's a new skill set I'm expanding, yo. So, I mean, I had a good debate. As far as the results go, I mean, I feel like, should have won, but, hey, I'm just going to get them out, next time. That's what it has to be.
Since I ain't see the battle, why you feel like you won? What you did better than?
Just my delivery, my speech, my, not having to pause, not stuttering. The panel voted for me 5-2, but then and they don't even know me over there. This is my first time, bro. They don't even know me.
If the panel voted 5-2, how you lost?
Because the chat, that's what I was trying to tell you, bro. The chat has a huge influence. 5 votes or 4 votes? Special guest. Here's how it works. The panel is the one vote, then the chat gets one vote. And so if for example, if BJ wins the panel vote and old boy wins the chat vote, now it's a tie. So now you got to bring in a special guest.
With one vote, and the chat is
it's
vote.
Considered it's 5-2. So he won the panel. He won the panel, but then the chat, it was like 60 to some 30 or something like that. And then you bring up some random dude who I've never heard of him. And then he just picked old boy. Like just no explanation.
I don't like that part neither. I don't like the fact that he could be 5-2, but it only equals 1 point after all of that.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's 5-2 to me, that sounds like
but you gotta think, hold on, but the judges up there, these guys
2 panels and then the chat and then the other person.
But bro, here's how crazy it is, right? The people on the panel, they're actually giving you a synopsis, and it's not like they're just automatically picking BJ. It was a battle for them. Some of them was like on the edge. Some of them was like, you know what? He had good points in that second round, third round. I know he got like they're actually explaining it to us, and then they're picking objectively. You can hear it, right? But that random dude, he just came in and picked the other dude. He didn't tell no. There's no reason why. We don't know his explanation. Like,
hey, bro, that dude's not random, bro. He's a longtime friend. And he's a moderator for their chat.
No, but that's a valid point. Why is that guy 1 vote?
But no, I've never heard him speak on the panel. So that's what I'm saying. I've never heard of him.
That's the point. That's the point
but it's like one guy equals 8 guys. Pause.
The one guy, pause. Whoa, big pause. You wildin', B. Like Cam say, wow, that's crazy.
Nah, but one guy vote equal 8 guy votes, bro. That's crazy.
It's not equal. It's just you get the one.
It's
one knockout vote.
1 point because you said 1 point.
It is, but it's like one knockout kill. So whatever he says is what goes. And here's what I think.
Nah, that's funny.
But here's what I'm saying. Why can't Lamont be the guy who dictates that last vote? He should be the
Lamont even said it. Lamont said, here's the crazy part. I don't think they really wanted to vote for me, but my speech was so good, they turned and said, we got to give it to him. Because Lamont even said, vote for BJ. But he didn't obviously count the vote.
Here's what I'm saying.
Oh, so he chose somebody that was going to pick locker room then.
But hold on. Here's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
My point, BJ.
Makes sense.
But BJ.
See, y'all hear Alex in there, man. Alex is in there trying to make it messy. Alex and Kobe. The process, I've always said, y'all, I don't think the voting process is perfect, but it's the best process that we have. When I go to the special guest judge, I don't care if y'all don't know him. It's on me to know him. I'm very selective about the special guest judge. It's somebody that I know knows the game well and is not going to be biased. Khalil, who was the special guest judge yesterday, is a boxing guy. I don't know which way he's ever going to select in these debates because his primary sport ain't even basketball. It's boxing. The one thing I do know is that he's always fair. But the voting process, we separated into 3 different segments. It's kind of like 3 different forms of government like we have in the United States. It's for checks and balances. I don't want to rely just solely on the panel because then there's no other vote that checks and balances the panel. I don't want to solely rely on just the chat and the panel. I need the special guest judge to be a check and balance for the other 2. So it's similar to how our government is set up because each one holds the other accountable. And it's going to be extremely difficult for all 3 of these elements to work together to get the so-called desired results. Let's just say there is bias in the chat. The panel and the special guest judge are meant to even that out. If there's bias on the panel, then the chat and the special guest judge are meant to even that out. That's why. So it's 4 checks and balances. If I whittled it down to just me deciding, me just being the dictator of who wins these debates, that's going to be not very fun. Because then I could set up anything. That means there's no checks and balances for anything. So again, I've come up with a system that I think is much better than a lot of the other systems that I've seen. And y'all were just up here, Alex, they're just lying. They try to act like they don't know Khalil. Khalil is a day 1 subscriber, one of the moderators. The chat has done a decent job. Has the chat been biased in the past? Yes. But the panel was there to balance it out. He said, am I going to show it? I already showed that DreamersPro video. You just missed that sports talk. You're going to have to rewind it back.
Why does Lamont have to delegate that surprise pick or that last vote to some random person? Why can't it's his show? If he's objective like he is, why can't he be the last one to pick?
Because he knew that he was going to have trouble, bro. He knew the locker room was going to have trouble with this debate.
They act like I created some special rule just for their debate. We've been doing it like this since day 1. You guys, the same voting process that gave Big Fan Breezy the win over the locker room is the same voting process that gave Locker Room the win over the Pull Up Podcast. It's just funny how a lot of these dudes don't get to complaining when they win. When they lose, then the whole process needs to get changed. I'm not being the only one that decides on who wins. I'm not even going to make myself the special guest judge. Why would I do that? It's all for checks and balances, y'all. But I want y'all to hear because Kobe, for whatever reason, just from this point forward, he just takes his lies to a whole new level. I want y'all to check this out.
I think if you're going to be a judge, you should come up to the panel like a man and give us your reason why, so then Lamont can debunk whatever you're saying, because he can hear your voice.
But you can't do that.
What I'm saying is that why have a random person if it's a tie, right? Just listen to me real quick. If it's a tie, why have some random person who we don't know who does?
Yo.
Right? So all I'm saying is that Lamont.
You cut out. I didn't hear you.
All I was saying was, why should we pick this random person who doesn't have to explain himself to come up and just be the last vote? Because again, to me, that's giving troll vibes, right? Like I don't know this person. I've never heard this person talk. And so for what I'm saying is that Lamont is giving his reason why he picked BJ. Why can't that be the pick? Why do we have to pick some random? That's all I want to know.
You're gonna have to ask Lamont, bro, straight up.
But
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. If he's
that's his
non-biased like y'all
process.
say he is, if he's non-biased like y'all say he is, then it should be no problem to pick BJ, even though he's friends with locker room and they're texting buddies. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, if it's his show and that's the process that he thought was best, you know what I mean?
Hey, but also too, Lamont did say that this process might not be the perfect, but that's what we have.
Okay, and cool. The same way dude was talking. The same way to do, and I agree with you. The same way to do was talking about how we should have the referees with the best stats. I'm gonna just say, well, it's the NBA. Whatever format they want to use, I'm gonna just stick with that.
That's what they doing, and that's the realism of it.
Yeah, and that's what. And I'm gonna keep getting paid off of it. But no, I agree with you. I mean,
that's what it is. Like, because look, we will want a lot of stuff. I be telling Breeze this all the time.
The AI, bro.
There's no bias in AI. AI doesn't know you. He's not texting you back and forth, bro.
I feel
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I would just.
Hey, bro, it's 2023, bro. I'm in tech. I'm a salesperson in tech, bro. And this shit is coming sooner than y'all think.
Yo, but look, I'm a musician. Do you hear the Chat GPT songs? Like it ain't no feeling in them shits. Them shits just be like, I don't whooping on your channel personally and really went home and studied up.
Yeah, I think we've all got it at some point, man. But yeah, you're right.
I mean, I would just go check out the debate, dog, and let me know what you think. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
if you get a chance, send me the link, bro, because I don't know bro page where y'all talking about.
Oh, you don't know him?
You talking about FYF?
I know the locker room or the soccer room, the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's the soccer room.
Room.
He definitely don't know what he talk about basketball, so he might know.
Fuck no.
You know one thing I did notice, BJ? I just wanted to let you know this, bro.
What's up?
It's a lot of channels out here, and I know you probably don't follow everybody, but I'm in the sports band, so I gotta follow a lot of channels. But bro, it's a lot of channels that are non-Clipper channels that are for some reason they talk about the Clippers. And
look, I can't find the exact spot. Look, locker room, they just going in on you. But basically, this what Kobe said, and if I can find the exact spot, but what he said was, he said P5 during the voting process on the panel, P5 saw somebody that he didn't like, and he said, "I'm changing my vote because I don't like you." So he basically went on a diatribe talking about how people on the panel are biased against people that they don't like. And he said specifically, he used P5 as the example. He said P5, he said he specifically heard P5 come onto the panel. And P5 said, "I'm changing my vote because I don't like you." I need to know from Kobe, when did this happen? Because there's no way you was watching FYF Sports. Then he said, in a recent debate, somebody voted in a way that I didn't agree. And he says that I stopped the whole debate and then just started questioning this dude about why he voted that way in the middle of the debates. I need to know, Kobe, when did all this happen? Because he was talking about bias on the panel. But it was crazy because Herm actually came up and cooked him on it. Herman actually pulled up in his live stream and he came up and cooked him on it. Herm just basically told him to shut the hell up and stop crying. Herm said, "I'm one of the most hated people over there and I done won debates. What the hell is you talking about?" It was funny. Let me drop this link, y'all. I want to drop the link because obviously we got to go to the Chat GPT process. And we got to get the new ranking after yesterday's debates. And I want to get y'all thoughts on DreamersPro, man. What's going on with DreamersPro, man? Why is this man Alex, you can hit the link as well. I don't have minions, Alex. Yeah, P5, hit the link, P5. Hit the link, P5. Somebody made some very damning allegations against you, P5. It surprised me. I've been here the whole time. I haven't seen it happen. I don't know how Kobe Jordan saw it before I saw it. But they made some damning allegations against P5. That is crazy. Minor, what's good, man?
What's good, Lamont? Hey, P5 getting thrown under the bus. I ain't never heard P5 say anything remotely close to that.
I'm trying to find it, man. It was the craziest thing. The man was going, because he said he mentioned P5 specifically. He said P5 was up there, completely changed his vote. I said, when did P5 do all this? I said, I thought P5 was pretty good with the judging.
Yeah, I think he might have. There's a lot of people that he could have said might have some bias, but P5 ain't the one I would have picked.
Yeah, here's P5 right here. P5, do you recall this?
All I heard so far is I saw in the chat that I caught a stray, and I heard that someone talked about me specifically. That's all I've heard. So what happened?
So this dude, Kobe Jordan, he comes over here.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you debate Kobe Jordan?
Are you talking about is Kobe Jordan the guy who was like we were talking with him for like a long time about Jamal Murray? Is that the guy?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever debated him. No, we talked on the panel before. But
so what happened was he was on another panel yesterday. He says that the panel, some of the panel voters like you are extremely biased. He says he specifically remembers a time when you, for your explanation on one of the debates, you said. He said that you said that you don't like the guy and you're going to vote for the other guy specifically because you don't like him. And that was your reasoning for why you voted the way you did.
I don't ever recall voting for one of his debates. I don't recall him debating, honestly.
No, it wasn't on. He said this was on like a random debate. I guess he was listening in and he heard you on the panel voting. And he says that you said you are basing your vote based on the fact that you don't like the other guy. Just the other person who's debating in general. It was a wild thing.
I'm not gonna. When it comes to basketball and StreamYard stuff, I don't dislike anyone. I am non-biased. I think I'm objective, as objective as I can be. I've never voted for somebody because I didn't like the other person. I that's never happened.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Niggas out here crying about L's, bro. Take your L and move on, bro.
Lamont, it was Breezy. It was Breezy, Big Tone, Alex, and BJ. and Breezy, Big Tone, they called you out, Lamont. They said they called you out. I ain't gonna lie, Lamont. They came for you on that live. Alex said me and you are in cahoots. Right?
Y'all ain't?
Y'all
ain't? No. Alex, you need to worry about yourself in your own debate, my nigga. You're terrible. Hold on. I mean, you're straight trash, bro.
Hold on. Alex. Okay, Alex. Hold on, Alex. Explain to the people how I set up this whole debate for the Locker Room to Beat the Pull Up podcast. Let's break this down to me, because you said it was a setup, just like the NBA Cup was a setup for LeBron.
Okay, did BJ win the panel? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. How long did you leave the chat vote up for?
The chat vote immediately comes down as soon as the panel vote is over.
Okay, so how much time estimate? Maybe 5 minutes?
As long as it took for us to vote on the panel.
Okay.
And you got to realize the vote with the Locker Room. That I think that debate had the most votes. That's what people came here to see.
Okay, yeah. So you didn't cut the voting short in the chat?
I don't cut the voting until the panel is over. You literally hear me saying it. I say, guys, all right, I'm gonna go to the panel. I'm closing the poll. And then I wait for the results to get kicked out. And then I tell you what the percentages are. I can't see the percentages until the poll is ended.
Are they saying you rigged the debate or the voting?
I'm going to say the reason I'm asking is because I kept checking the votes, and then the results just disappeared. I couldn't check them no more. And the panel was still going on. So that's why I'm asking.
It always does that. You got to scroll up and click it to actually see the results. It does that.
That might be.
Scrolling up, down, left, right.
But that just might be you. That could be you just not knowing how to work YouTube.
Oh, okay. I can't scroll. I can't move a fucking finger. Is that what you guys telling me?
No. So are you saying? Hold on, Alex. Are you saying, Alex? Or are you saying that you believe that the chat really voted for Pull Up Podcast?
I don't know, bro. I'm just saying.
Hey, Lamont, ask Chat GPT.
I'm not going. Yo, Alex, and once you vote on it, it disappears. You have to click those three.
And Mahari, I saw it the whole time. But when it came to the Locker Room and BJ's, it wasn't there. It disappeared.
It did not disappear.
Okay, bro.
It does that sometimes. You gotta
Alex, once you vote on the Alex, once you vote on the poll, what will happen is it's gonna disappear and become a little tab at the top. And if you change tabs, it's gonna take the YouTube chat to scroll down to it. So I don't know if you just didn't see it.
Yeah, it gives you like it gives you three dots, three white dots. You click that and it pops back up.
See True to Kings, and then
I can go look back at
Okay,
it.
so hold on. Let me ask you a question, Alex. Hold on. My question is this, Alex.
I can go back and look at it.
If the poll disappeared, then how come anyone else that was trying to vote didn't say, I don't see the poll, how can I vote?
I said that. I said
Are you talking about yesterday?
No. Okay, so hold on, Alex. You're one person. Because this is how we know if it was something, because if I take the poll down, it affects everybody, not just you.
Is this yesterday?
So what I'm saying, yesterday. So what I'm saying is, if when the poll goes down, Alex, wouldn't other people be affected? Other people who are trying to vote? Hey, Lamont, I don't see the poll. Can you put the poll back up? Why, or were you the only one to say that? It sounds more so like you had a technical issue because it didn't affect nobody else but you, Alex.
Hold on. I was in the chat the whole time. It was there the whole time.
Alex, did it disappear after you voted?
I was there too.
Hold on, Alex. Did it disappear after you vote? Like after you voted, right?
No, I voted and then I saw the results.
Right,
nigga, it disappears when you vote. Hold on. Come on.
That's who they listening, dog.
When you vote on the poll, it disappears. It turns into a tab, bro.
Bro,
you click on the tab and it pops back up.
It shows
the
results that everybody else already
Lamont,
voted.
do a bogus poll real quick and let him.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it real quick. Hold on. Let's do the
poll.
No, let me
Once you vote, it closes up, but you can click it and it opens up again.
Maybe, like, we got to figure out, Alex. We got to teach Alex how to use these polls. Hold on, let me go. We got to fix this. We're gonna do a poll right now.
The poll is Alex getting cooked right now, and then
I don't want no polls from any of y'all.
Hey, pause.
Oh my god. So is the allegation here that yesterday's voting was rigged? Is that what this is?
Yeah, he said no. What he's saying is what he's saying is when I saw that the vote was in Locker Room's favor, what I did was I immediately ended the poll so it ended in his favor as opposed to keeping it up until the panel was over. That's what
the poll had like 100 votes. The poll had like 100 votes and Locker Room was up 65 to 35.
No, Lamont said it had like over 300.
It had 3 something. Yeah. On my end, I see a full number. I had 300 something votes.
All I know is I know Locker Room was up by like 20% in the poll anyway. So I mean,
yeah, Locker Room was going to win the poll regardless.
But I don't think it was there because it was there. And then when he stopped it, I said I couldn't vote on it anymore because I don't vote on the polls. And like I don't know what the allegation here is.
I mean, yeah, once you vote, but if you ever voted on the poll, nigga, it disappears when you vote.
Every time.
Tab.
Okay, hold on. I just started a poll, everybody. I just started a poll.
It's Alex M. Delusional. I push yes, and then
we're gonna.
It disappears into a tab.
No, Alex, I want you to vote on that poll and tell me what happens to it after you vote.
It disappears to the top of the chat.
No, it's still there. I could click on it. It says poll.
But then wait, after you vote on it, it's going to go to the top of the chat, right?
65 votes, right?
Give it a second.
It's going to go to the top of the chat.
And when he ends it, Alex, it's going to go away, okay?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No shit.
Talk to this nigga like he is special ed. This is crazy.
No
God damn.
It's still there. Right? I can click on it and I can see the results. It's there.
All right. So it was there. So it was there yesterday.
No, it wasn't, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
Hold on, Alex. Okay. There's a lot of people in the chat. Anybody in the chat right now? If you were voting yesterday during the debate, did the poll?
Everybody's gonna say yes, bro.
Hold on. Why would hold on, Alex. Anybody? Did the poll magically?
You're reaching.
Did the poll magically disappear for you guys like it did for Alex? Because Alex said
saying Lamont is reaching is crazy, nigga. nigga, you're reaching.
This nigga Alex said, "Trust
this nigga's doing nothing but reaching, bro." What's this nigga talking about, bro?
Everybody saying the same shit.
Hey, Alex.
The only one.
Hey, Alex, do you know anyone else that agrees with you or has the qualities that you did?
Yeah, him, Breezy, Big Tone. They did a whole 2-hour, 3-hour live show.
So y'all think I'm just lying, bro?
Yes.
No, I don't think you're lying. I think you're mistaken.
And just lie, bro.
I think you're
Straight
mistaken. That's what I think. I just
Alex saying
think
you're just chatting right now, bro.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
P5,
lie,
stop being nice. He lying, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, you niggas, y'all niggas having the loser circles, bro. Just take your L and go on, bro.
Hey, Tank
Move
Jones,
on, bro.
when did the poll end for you, Tank Jones? Because I know you vote. So when did the poll end, Tank? In the chat. Because it was there when
the chat can't see because if I end it, you automatically see the percentages, and it says the poll is ended, and everybody in the chat will see the percentage as soon as I end it.
And that's what popped up.
So it's just like this one. So if I end it, as soon as I end it, the results will show in the chat. If I ended it early, people would have said, Lamont, you ended the poll early. Because like if I end this poll right now, what do you guys see in the chat? I just ended it. What do you see?
The percentages.
It shows it. So if I end it, it's not like I can secretly end it. If I end it early, it's going to show like a sore thumb. I can't hide the fact that I ended it. It shows. I don't control that.
All right, if you say so.
Wait, so
I'm asking, bro, and then you're gonna get checked when we go.
Hey, Lamont, did they win?
This is pure delusion, bro. This is crazy.
Okay, bro. All right.
The few debates I saw, they were getting smoked. Did they win one debate?
Hold on, who did?
I just think you don't know how to work. I just don't think you know how to work chat in YouTube.
You said what?
Oh my god, bro!
You
said what?
That's all I can say because it was there for me. I don't know what you. It was there for me.
Okay.
What was bro saying? He said,
"We'll return on this topic later when there's proof."
I'm not gonna lie, Alex. Just worry about your debates, man. Because you are like.
I don't care about debates. I don't care about debates.
Alex, if you don't care, why you complain when you get robbed every time? Why do you hold on, Alex? If you don't care. Alex, if you don't care about your debates, why you be in the comments complaining about getting robbed?
Do the chat replay?
I didn't say that. When did I ever say that, bro?
The chat doesn't replay the polls.
It doesn't replay the poll? Okay.
Oh,
but what you can do, but the reason why you know when I end it,
I can look at the chat and see if
you can hear me talking. Like when I end it, I'll end it. I'll end the poll and I'll wait for the percentages to pop up, and I'll say this person won, and he had this percentage to the other percentage. So I don't even see percentages, the final percentage, until I end it. And so if I end it early, that's going to show in the chat. Everybody's going to see that the poll ended in the chat. So the fact that he said it ended, he's lying because it would have showed in the chat.
Bro,
everybody would have saw it.
For the results, I was checking every 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and it wasn't there.
You're not checking for results because there's not going to be results until I end the poll.
Box, bro.
Alex, we need to know who your plug is. You tripping?
Okay, bro. All right, we'll see.
Because what I can do is I can look at the chat and see if anybody realizes that the poll ended early or not. I can do that, and I don't think
the fact that Alex
don't waste your time doing all that, man. The
fact that you're the worst debater on this FYF channel. No, the fact that you're the worst. Hold on,
the fact that Alex debates, bro.
I just want to say this because you're worse than Jason the Kid, and I didn't think that was possible.
Okay,
you're worse than Jason the Kid, bro. The bum. You're worse than that, nigga.
That is true. Jason the Kid will wash him.
Like Jason the Kid would like wash this nigga, and that is crazy.
He will wash him.
And Jason the Kid is a different being.
DreamersPro will wash this nigga at this point.
Okay. Oh shit! Why? Shit.
Nah, okay, I ain't gonna go that low. Low, bro. But yeah, this nigga's trash, bro. This nigga need to worry about his debating skills.
How do we get in on one of them debates, though, Lamont?
You just gotta once you like the easiest way is to join a Discord. The link is in the chat. Okay, once you get in the Discord, just if somebody's in there that you want to debate, y'all just set it up in there.
Who said that?
Because I'm trying to get somebody to take that Jokic being a more dominant big man over Shaq, but nobody wants.
You just put it in the Discord.
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take it.
Who will take it? I got Jokic.
You got Jokic. I got Shaq.
Hold on, you had that debate with you and you didn't show up. Like what happened?
No, who didn't show up?
Am I Cheddar? What's your name?
This rebranding.
Yeah, rebranded. Yeah, you were in the Discord. Yeah, y'all set it up. Remember, you were supposed to do it yesterday.
Nah, with True. I think it was with True, but True, we never lined nothing up like officially.
I had it on the card yesterday. Hold on, we got we got BJ in here from the Pull Up Podcast. BJ, what's good, man?
Oh nigga, you didn't know? Hey, oh, that's crazy.
What's happening, Lamont? Shit. So I think with the people when they were talking on my panel yesterday. With Alex and Tone and Realist and Breezy and all of them. First of all, this is my first time even being over on the debate. So they're telling me, before the breaks prior, talking about it's going to be a one-sided, advantage for other guy, locker room, whatever. And of course, I was just like, all right, whatever. I'm still gonna go over there.
Nigga, you called me out, nigga. Don't do that. You called me out, nigga.
Man, stop interrupting me.
Nigga, you asked FYF
Ain't your turn to speak, nigga. Shut up.
Because
you ain't gonna say nothing to my face, so shut the fuck up.
Oh, you mad you lost pussy?
Yeah. Nah, I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. Send me your ass. I'll beat your ass.
Let him finish.
See what I'm talking about, Lamont? See what I'm talking about, Lamont? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking to him. Thank you. Basically, at the end of the day, that he was telling me that this was gonna be a one-sided debate. I was like, nah, Lamont's a basketball dude. It is what it is. Then I didn't have an issue with how the debate went. I thought that, the panel vote was on point, not knowing anybody on the panel. That's why I thought I won. But the chat obviously was more so on Reggie's side because most of his subscribers came over here. I wasn't bringing nobody.
Just let him go.
Let him finish.
Yeah. At the end of the day, so that was more so on Reggie's shot. And then the Khalil guy, don't know him, never heard of him, whatever. Somebody sends me a screenshot saying that he has a LeBron avatar on his YouTube, so he's obviously a LeBron guy, which is most likely this channel is mostly LeBron, which is fine. I don't have an issue.
Who are you talking about?
The Khalil dude.
Well, y'all debating LeBron, but y'all debating Kobe in the chat.
Khalil don't have a LeBron
Right.
logo. He has his face as the logo.
No, the LeBron, I heard the Khalil Burton on his YouTube. There's a LeBron avatar, like the wallpaper on top.
Let me let Khalil up because Khalil can explain it. Hold on 1 second. Let me I'm gonna make a spot real quick.
I looked at the chat. Alex is the only one.
Hold on. I got a spot. Big chest. Hold on 1 second. Big chest.
Lamont,
Khalil, hit the link. Hit the link.
No, bitch. I wasn't even finished. You interrupted me.
A quick question.
Lamont, can I say something real quick?
Hold on, P5.
Wow.
Lamont, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah. What's up?
Has there ever been a time in FYF history where a nigga loses a debate and then he wants to catch a fade?
Bro, I just don't like you, locker room. I don't like you.
Khalil, hit the link. Khalil, I'm trying
it's not even that. I don't even like you, bro.
Hey, put that password in your chat.
I just don't like this nigga. He obviously, like I said, bro, I don't like your ass.
I need that password, bro.
Lamont, I look back at the chat. Alex is the only one in the entire chat who said the poll stopped. And
I know he is the only one. I know because I control when the poll starts.
But Lamont, I don't have an issue with how the debate went at all. Like I said, respect the platform, respect your channel. But it was basically a situation where I was even told before I came here what it was going to be. At the end of the day, that was already announced to me. But
Lamont, you trying to save this nigga or something, bro?
But this nigga locker room lost a big fan. He got swept by that nigga.
But you got to realize
he got swept on the panel yesterday. That don't mean nothing.
BJ, here's the problem.
Right.
The one thing is locker room is hated over here. Nobody likes him. Like if we being honest, like when we have our conversations, if you ever would have saw when locker room first pulled up over here, it's 1-on-8. And I'm just sitting back doing what I normally do. I get to laughing because the locker room he's going toe to toe with him, but he's not very well liked. Like he gets jokes for everybody, and for whatever reason, people don't. He been getting on a lot of people's nerves. So the main thing is, it's hard to use that excuse because he came over here. He beat Young Africa last week, who was ranked, I think at the time, number 3 on our poll, and they could have easily been biased. They could have been easily biased for Young Africa because he's a consistent over here. He actually invites people over. Come over to FYF, do the debate. He's one of the biggest debaters over here. The people had every reason in the world to vote for Young Africa, but they said locker room run. So it's just like
Lamont, let me ask you this.
And locker room over here win debates. It's hard for me to say that it's a biased process because
let me ask you, Lamont. I'm not saying the panel again, it couldn't be biased towards me either way because nobody knows me over here. Nobody even knows who I am, so it cannot be biased for me at all. So when he said that nobody fucks with Reg, I don't know how that could be. Even if that could be the case, he's still bringing his audience over here to the chat.
Okay, but that's why no way. So remember what I said, BJ. So remember what I said. I said, taking that into consideration, that's why we have checks and balances. That's why it's not just one. The chat just don't decide everything. The panel don't just decide everything. And so what we have is the chat. If the chat happens to be biased that day, then we got the panel. If there's bias on the panel, then we got the special guest voter. all three of those elements are not going to be corrupted. Not at one time.
Lamont.
So I know. No, what I'm saying is I'm just explaining the process where I know there's checks and balances, and I don't involve myself in the voting process. So even my biases, what if you guys would claim I have any, don't matter. So if you lose a debate over here, in most 95% of the time, if not more than that, it's the correct vote, because it's too many checks and balances. And when you talk about somebody like Khalil, I'm very selective about the special guest judge, because that judge it wasn't just a judge for y'all debate, he's a judge for all of them.
Lamont, I guess when you take Lamont, also the fact that when you say like that, and I want you to do this, Lamont. I know you probably looked at the debate. Go back and look at the debate and see in the comments what people were saying. And when you have a guest, this is another thing too. I don't, know the Khalil dude. When you have a guy commenting as the debate's going on, saying you can't blame Kobe's teammates and all that, like, I mean, that's where you start having people come on like last night, say what they were saying.
Pull up. The element you got to incorporate when you go into these debates is that when you're doing a Kobe conversation or a Kobe debate and you're dealing with players that have certain fan bases, you got to be creative enough to sway those people. If you're going to say something, you got to have a lot of points that stand behind it so you can convince them people to agree with your logic. If you don't convince them, then that's on you. That's your debating, not winning them over. And so at the end of the day, you still got to check what you brought into the debate.
Lamont, I can't believe you're trying to spare this nigga. This nigga went. We did a live 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
I'm trying to let Khalil in, but Khalil got to hit the link. I'm trying.
Lamont. He went in your comments. I have this comment screenshotted. He said, "Salute Lamont. Set up the debate between me and Locker Room." You called me out to the debate. Now you're complaining that the chat wasn't in your favor, and you're saying I brought my chat, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You lost.
Boy, I will whoop your ass. You stop talking like you a nigga, man. You a hoe ass, two-way faggot. When I go to Atlanta, bro, I want to meet you up, all right? I don't like this nigga, man. I don't like this nigga. You a fucking faggot, bro. You a fucking faggot.
Even Africa didn't.
You a fucking faggot, bro. I will whoop your ass, bro. I don't know this. I don't like this dude, bro.
Even
I'm telling him to stop addressing me, bro. I don't like this nigga.
Now he wants to fight because he lost.
You making video after video about me, bro. You a fucking faggot. Hoe ass nigga.
Okay. You can't use that word too much. Hold on. We got Khalil here. Khalil was the special guest judge. So Khalil, you would remember, because before Khalil put his vote in, he actually put his vote in before I could finish what I was saying. What I said, Khalil, can you put your vote in and then also type a short message as to why you think that person won? But by the time I even said that, he had put his vote in the chat, so I didn't require him to type anything further. But Khalil, now that you're here, can you explain your vote? And
salute to you, Lamont. Can you hear me clear?
Yeah, what's up, Khalil?
Yeah, I've been a day one, like Lamont said. Pull up, and whoever told you that they went on my YouTube and I'm a LeBron guy, bro. I'm a grown man. I don't need you to do no investigation on me, nigga. Like, I picked Locker Room because you bombed in the second round. I had you win in the first round. Then you came out and proceeded to diss Kobe's teammates, but you too stupid to realize Kobe don't win all them finals and shit without Gasol and all these people. That's why you lost. And then he cleared you in the third round. Like, I don't know Locker Room. I don't know you. So there was no favoritism either way. I just heard the debate and I picked
homie. See, why you gotta call me stupid though, nigga? And who said I was doing hold on, bro. I'm asking, bro. I never called you stupid, bro. I never called you. I'm talking about this dude. What you call me stupid for, bro?
Can I finish talking?
Let Khalil finish.
But I'm saying, you saying you're grown man. Why you call me stupid though? Man, bro, you are not a basketball dude. See, you talking spicy. All these niggas talking. You shut the fuck up. You stupid motherfucker. Who the fuck you talking to? Old ass motherfucker. Who the fuck you talking to? Man, fuck this nigga, man. Bitch ass nigga. Who the fuck you talking to? You fucking bitch. I didn't call you no names. I didn't disrespect you one time. Now you're gonna tell the next time, fuck you, nigga. You a boxing fan, you ain't no basketball dude, bitch ass nigga. Somebody said something to me. He said I was investigating your punk ass.
You just mad.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Nah, fuck you. Fuck you. I ain't listen to this nigga no more. Yeah, man. Shut the hell up. You call somebody stupid, nigga. I let that shit fly yesterday. I let you niggas talk like that yesterday, but you ain't gonna get away with that shit today. Fuck you, motherfucker. You fucking bitch.
bro. Hey, Lamont, you caught
Lamont.
What's up with these StreamYard bangers, man?
Take it, bro. You can
Who bangs on StreamYard?
Against y'all, man. Fuck this nigga talking to?
Lamont, he's banging on StreamYard.
No, I'll bang on your ass and that motherfucker right there too, Khalil.
Oh, you're banging on StreamYard.
Hold on, y'all.
Bitch ass nigga.
Hold on, pull up.
It can get there, homie.
Hold on, pull up.
No, you a bitch. I can already tell you a hoe. You a hoe just like that bitch Reggie a hoe. We can go there, nigga. We can go there.
We got StreamYard.
You was a ball boy for the Clippers.
I gotta mute everybody. Hold on, y'all. I want Khalil to finish his take, and then I gotta let pull up rebuttal. Because remember, if you're gonna ask the judge to come up here, it's Khalil, this is just how he talks. If you don't like, we can't get caught up in how he's saying it. We just got to take his message for what it is. This is why he voted the way he did. Again, this is just the way he talks. Don't get caught up in how it's said. Just accept the message, and then I'll let pull up respond from there. But Khalil, go ahead and finish because you were explaining your vote, and that's the main thing we need to get across, y'all. Don't get caught up in how he explains it, because a lot of people coming for Khalil like his credibility ain't solid. And so, of course, he's going to come up here going at some of y'all because y'all acting like y'all don't know him. People like Kobe, he's lying. He's had conversations with Khalil when he says he don't know him.
We know him. We know he
the Alex M dude, too. And like I was saying, bro, I had homie win in the first round, right? I thought he cleared him easy. There was a lot of people saying that he was reading off some script or something. I didn't care about all that. I still thought he won clearly. Like I stated, in the second round, whenever you get to denigrating teammates and doing all this stuff, that's where you lost me at. And then, like I said, I thought Locker Room won the third. But I gave you your props in the chat. I was like, bro, you did your thing. This ain't no slight to you. You have just as many fans as Locker Room had in there. I was in there the whole time reading all the comments. People was in there going after me because I picked Locker Room beating you. You had fans all throughout the whole stream, bro. So all that, it was one-sided and all that, that's false. Like I said, bro, I gave you your props. I just felt like he made a better argument than you did. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You lost the debate. It ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You still did a good job, and I even admitted that. So all this banging on wax and all this, dude, ain't nobody got time for all that, dude. I'm a grown adult male that handle my business. I'm at one of my jobs right now. I ain't got time to be going back and forth with you. I came up on the panel to give my reasons why I felt that he won. You the one all salty and in your feelings and can't accept the fact that you lost. Just accept the fact that you lost and moved on to do better next time. And then you go in your second debate.
He's speaking facts. I mean,
this nigga, he cooking that nigga.
Hold on, it's on pull up. Now, pull up.
See, okay, that's the thing, bro. I came on the panel. I never called this? I don't like the only person I don't fuck with is that nigga Reggie. But when this dude came at me saying that somebody's stupid, and I let that shit fly yesterday, I'm not letting it fly again. See, I don't care how a person talks, but he don't know me like I don't know him. Now, he said that I had people all that were my fan base. Like I said to Lamont and everybody in this chat, I am new over here. So the people who are voting for me, most of them I don't even fuck with. I don't even know. But since I was whooping Reggie's ass in the panel debate and everything like that, that's how they were saying BJ won. I wasn't bringing people over here like that. It's probably 2 or 3 people. That's Alex, the realist, and Thomas. That's the only 3 people personally that I know that was over here. Again, I said, Lamont, I like the content. I came up here respectfully, talking this nigga locker room, trying to overtalk me and trying to call somebody out and shit like that. When I bring the heat back, people say, well, you're taking stuff seriously, bro. Anybody that come on my panel understand I'm not even about that action and trying to, get into it with people. You go to my platform, my YouTube, I'm all about being logical, knowledge, and I don't even really raise my voice like that at the end of the day. But he's saying that, well, you degraded away Kobe's teammates. Bro, all I said was Pau Gasol was not a top power forward. He wasn't. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki were all better than Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol, before he came to the Lakers, was not known as a top center. That was the truth. But when you set that in the chat and putting your emotions and feelings into it, that's why Alex and all these people on the chat were saying, what is he doing? This is supposed to be a person who's supposed to be neutral. Right. So that is not something I was going in there trying to degrade Pau Gasol, but it's the truth. He had a great international career that also contributed to having him in the Hall of Fame. That's not degrading or taking away from him. That's not saying, well, he's trash. I said he wasn't a top power forward. That's not. trying to put nothing against him.
And all I'm saying, pull up, is when you debate, and I was even telling Reggie when I was on Reggie's podcast yesterday, and I was telling him why I felt like you won the second round. See, Khalil, completely unique for me, he felt like Locker Room won the second round, where I told the Locker Room I felt like you very marginally lost it, and I told him why. Everybody's gonna have their own different opinions, but he told you why. Remember, it's your job as a debater to understand the biases that people are bringing to the table. You had a player who has the fan vote. Generally, Kobe won't lose debates just because fans already are on Kobe's side. So to say that Reggie came over here with his fan base and won a debate, you had Kobe, one of the biggest fan bases on YouTube. And
but Lamont, I'm still on LeBron. This ain't still a LeBron channel, man. This is not a Kobe channel. You have to be honest about that, dude. This is not no Kobe channel.
Pull up. It's not. This is a basketball channel. This is not a. Y'all say it's a. What y'all say is this is what. No, hold on.
Be honest, bro. This is not a Kobe channel, bro.
Alex. Hold on, Alex. See, when I make videos to call out people who go out of their way to lie about LeBron, don't make it a LeBron channel. And then one thing I don't shy away from, I understand who the biggest face in the NBA is right now. So a lot of conversations are going to work their way back around to, when we're talking basketball, to LeBron James. And so I don't shy away from it. I don't portray I know that with whoever the face of the league is, that's who's going to get talked about the most. And there are going to be narratives either way. I try to be fair. See, the funny thing is when I make the videos criticizing LeBron, people like Alex are nowhere to be found. You guys are okay with that. People like Mr. Winters. But then when there's that one video where I say, okay, now y'all going crazy. This is a lie about LeBron. Now it's a LeBron channel. And so I want you to go count how many videos where I've been critical of LeBron, and then other videos where it's not me being, where I have to get on LeBron's side, because a lot of y'all just like to run off with lies. And I've done this for a number of players, not just LeBron.
And like you said, Lamont,
it's not a LeBron channel.
Pull up. You said you knew over here. You got people like SFM, George, Mingle Gesture, like all of these dudes are Kobe and Jordan dudes. So it's just as many LeBron fans and Kobe fans equally. It's not predominantly one specific player's channel. Like you said, it's a predominantly basketball. It's all basketball. That's what it is. And let me make this clear. Yeah, I'm a boxing guy, but I'm 42 years old. I've been watching basketball longer than a lot of y'all dudes been alive. So just because boxing is my favorite sport and my number one sport, don't take away from the fact that I know basketball. I know it just as much as you do. And like I told you, bro, I ain't got no ill will towards you or Locker Room. I don't even know either one of y'all, but I just called it like I saw it, and that's it. It ain't no favoritism or no bias and all this shit you were talking. It's just that's what I felt.
Man,
hold on. I'm not saying. Okay, see, I don't know if he was here earlier. If he heard the video.
No. I wasn't talking to you specifically on that point. I'm talking about what I heard on your channel from people like Alex and all of these different people. I'm just saying that's who I am. Not you per se, but just in general.
Okay, so like Lamont said, it's a basketball channel. Cool. I mean, I was told it was a LeBron channel. Again, that's what I was told.
Yeah,
I knew that.
Hold on, who told you that? Alex him?
Was it Alex?
No, it was a large group of people that was not even part of my channel. Like said, this is going to be more of a LeBron. It's going to be an uphill battle.
But what
that's
what
Jordan Knights? So it's just a bunch of Jordan Knights.
You knew over here, man.
What does that have to do with being a LeBron channel? If the people
you stole that word. Let's be honest.
Kobe fans and MJ fans, they hear just as much.
I'm showing you, bro. Come on.
It's just as many, bro. Like I said, it's at least half. It's spread across the whole channel, bro. You got a lot of people that's not LeBron fans that hate LeBron James on this channel. You got people that love him.
They
you
just
got
be
people
scared
that
to
hate
click
and
the
love
link.
Kobe, and same with MJ and everybody else.
Because them niggas don't get
whoever
cooked.
told you that, bro,
I'm
you
sure
gotta
you won
stop
the
taking
panel, bro,
shit from
because
people.
they hate LeBron.
You gotta look for yourself and listen for yourself and do your own research. You can't
Hey,
go
nah,
off what other
he
people
just got to
say.
be accountable, bro. If you lose the debate when you got Kobe, you got to look at
Whatever beef
yourself,
you
bro.
and locker room got going on, that's
Okay,
between
but I
y'all
won the
two.
panel debate, dude. So it was 5-2 on the panel, and it was on the chat. That was what it was. There wasn't no like once like I had Kobe, and that was just gonna be an easy run.
Bro, how can it
That's
be
not.
two separate decisions on the panel, 5-2 or whatever it was, and on the chat it was like 60-something to 30-something? How could it be so lopsided on either end?
Maybe because the panel was biased, nigga. Did you think of that?
How's the panel biased? How's the panel biased towards me?
No, if the pan, if the
Hold on. Let me.
You, bro, it was biased.
If the chat vote,
How's the
if
panel
the chat
biased?
vote,
Hold on.
if the chat
Yeah,
vote,
what y'all are not considering is if you guys are only talking from the side that you saying that the chat was biased for Reggie, but do you ever consider that the panel might have been biased for the Pull Up podcast? I mean, if you're going to throw biases around, you got to play the bias card both ways. Reggie could easily say the panel was biased towards me because they don't like me.
Exactly.
And it's been
the
known.
panel can't be.
Hold on 1 second.
My bad.
Pull up. All I'm saying is, it's a lot of people who come on this panel who make it very clear they don't like Reggie, and some of those guys were voting. And I still let them vote because what I say is, and one of the reasons, and Kobe talked about this, one of the reasons why I like debate participants to be a part of the voting is because if they're not fair, they have to be fair because they're going to be sitting in the hot seat one day and there's going to be other people judging them. So they have to be fair when they vote because the same people got to vote for them when it's their time. If they do good, they want those same people to be fair with them. So for me, I feel like the debaters make the best panelists for the vote because there's something at stake for them. Some people want to be in the rankings and they think things of that nature. So they're going to be fair to each other. And I've seen some of the most fair outcomes here on the panel. The chat has been fine, but then I say, just in case there's biases, I have a special guest judge who can break any ties, anything like that. So I just feel like you have checks and balances. I'm not leaving it just to the panel. I'm not leaving it just to the chat. We have 3 separate entities who play a role in the process, and you're always going to come out with generally the best result every time from there. I'm not going to be the dictator that says I'm going to pick the winner and we ride with that. That'll be stupid. Hold on, we got AO in here. What's good, AO?
Yo, what's good? What's good, panel? How y'all feeling?
What's going on?
Pull up. I just want to say this. Look, yesterday I voted for you all 3 rounds, and that was just my personal preference. Like I felt like you hit on points that was a liking to my ear. I voted for you all 3 rounds, but when the panel went on to say their points, I couldn't do nothing but check and respect it. I didn't sense any BS between the voting and nothing like that. I respected everybody's opinion. Huh?
I never said the panel. That's why I'm about to ask. Allow me to interrupt you, bro.
I'm talking about in the chat. In the chat, I was commenting on the rounds, like for you and stuff like that. Like I was on your side, and even when the panel went on to do whatever they were doing or whatever the case may be, I just didn't find it so biased. Like you. That's what I'm saying, and I'm talking about. I'm a guy that was pulling for you. I'm not saying that locker room didn't make any good points. I just favored your opinions better at the time. So I mean, I just don't see the bias. So I don't know where all the other stuff coming from.
I respect. So I just want to ask Lamont because he said this is a even with the panel, he has a lot of credibility to the guys who he's choosing. That's what Lamont said. So when he's asked the question, we got to bring the same amount of energy as the panel as if the chat. Well, that wouldn't go against what Lamont's credibility is because he says to him he picks credible people to be judges out these debates. But it's hard for 8 guys. It's more easier to handpick than how many people are in the chat voting for the debate. Yeah. You said like 300.
But the chat can't be credible. They're actually listening to a debate, and if the person
what I'm saying is to say 300 people, all 300 people, and everybody don't have their favorites and they don't have their bias.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. That's what. That's why when. That's why.
Yeah, but that's your challenge. Hold on. What the purpose?
I accept that. No, I accept the challenge. I'm not debating. That's not a challenge, but to act like it's not there. That's what he comes to say. Well, that's when they're the ones that's voting into the chat. So
it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's your job to if they do have a bias. Let's say. Like for somebody, like let's say somebody in the chat we know is an avid Kobe fan. It's your job in a debate to have such a convincing argument that they question a lot of the things they were already believing. For example, when Mahari debated on Draymond Green versus Magic Johnson, we all know Magic Johnson is a superior player to Draymond Green. But what did Mahari do in that?
He made a better point.
He presented some arguments that had us thinking like, well, the way you put that together, it made more sense than the other person. And so what he did was now he got people that almost 100% people would say Magic is better than Draymond. He had a lot of people voting for him. And so you just have to have such strong and creative points that you have to sway minds. You have to not leave anything on the table. Just like when Herm was talking to you yesterday. He said he felt like you left a lot on the table that you could have used. I felt like one of Kobe's best attributes you didn't even discuss one time, which was his defense. You got caught up into this circle of chasing Reggie talking about scoring that you forgot that between Kobe and Shaq, Kobe on one side of the ball was clearly superior than Shaquille O'Neal, and you didn't mention it at all, which was the defense.
He mentioned the all defense.
No, hold on. What I'm saying is, hold on. What I'm saying is, hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, you have to take the biggest separators and you have to emphasize them because the thing is, if you start to nitpick things that Kobe that we know the locker room, like I told the locker room yesterday, I said you jumped into that bed and talking about scoring, and the way he finessed it, he had wiggle room to play the finesse game with you. There would be no finessing if you start talking defense. That's a side of the basket. That's a whole half of the game of NBA basketball that Kobe was the lead at. That a lot of people say Shaq for the majority of his career wasn't a lead at, but you spent so little time emphasizing the strengths of Kobe. You just went into full rebuttal mode against Reggie, and that's what Reggie even called it out. You not even talking about Kobe. You just chasing Reggie. And so that's where I mean, if there were ways you lost the debate, you did not debate a perfect debate. It was not I don't think it was controversial. I think it could have went, to me, it could have went either way, but I'm not mad at the outcome. I've seen debates on here where I could honestly say they were controversial results. I don't think that one was controversial.
Hey, Lamont.
Go ahead.
Hey, BJ, real quick, can I ask you a question? Like, let's see if you could be unbiased, right? What do you think you could have did better in that debate yesterday?
I'm about to answer that question. I was just about to answer. See, you guys understand with Herm, I left a lot of stuff on the table. You see, I'm not even talking about that one. I left a lot of shit I could have said on the table. There was nothing I could have said to actually win that debate. That's why I can say up here and say it's nothing that I'm just trying to come up here and say, well, this, that, and the other. Because if I would have done on both debates. The only thing the way that Lamont said I gotta bring this, that, and the other, all I said was he has 12 defensive all teams to Shaq's 3. That is right there showing right there. I gotta go into, well, this guy was better on the clock. That clears that whole point right there. But since Lamont is saying,
pull up,
I gotta go.
The problem is
it's still a debate. So
I have to go.
No, hold on, but pull up.
But that goes against it. Okay, go ahead, Lamont.
This is your biggest problem. You mentioned those things in the third round. That when you talked about the defensive teams, the problem is the third round was Reggie's strongest round. The thing is, when I think of these debates, you have to have a strong point to stand on in each round, just in case that other person has something extra saucy and they just get around just because they came with something more creative. And so you brought it up vaguely in the third round. Unfortunately, that was Reggie's best round. So it's not going to be a memorable moment in the third round. Imagine if you bring up that defense in the second round.
I brought it in the first round, bro.
No, hold on. Okay, we said you won the first round, but for me, if it was me, I'm spending a whole round just talking about the difference between the two defensively. That's a round that would be almost undebatable. It's almost undeniable when you're talking about these two players. But that's just how you approached it. Is how you approached it. I just feel like you left a ton on the table when you were talking about Kobe, and then when you did bring it out, if you did mention it in the first round, we gave you the first round. If you did mention it in the third round, unfortunately, that was Reggie's best round.
Can I ask you a question, Lamont? What can you tell me what he said in the third round that kind of was the punchline?
Yeah, the playoffs. When he talked about the biggest point that he made in that last round was this. When he talked about how Kobe Bryant played the majority of his career with a better player to get his championships. I think that was a hell of a point. He says Kobe was able to get a championship by year 4, but he was the second best player on the team when he was coming up as a youngster. I mean, I think a lot of us, when I envision that in my mind, I'm thinking in my head, well, damn, Shaq was the best player almost the majority of the time. He was the one winning all the finals MVPs. He was the one that was looked at as the best player. That was a hell of a point to make in that third round.
But how's that a hell of a point? How's that a hell of a point?
Hold on. Lamont.
Hey, you can look.
Lamont,
to me, it's a hell of a point. But the thing is, I can't remember what you said in the third round. That's one of the problems.
No, but the reason why you can't, because I already debunked that in the second round, bro. The fact that when I said that, and that's kudos to you when you say that, he won more, or he won until Kobe Bryant.
Hold on. Big pull-up podcast. Who did I say won the debate?
You said I won I'm just going about your third round.
So if I said I felt like you barely edged him out. Why is there a conversation? Again, y'all getting mad at me because my vote don't count.
Bro, Lamont, ain't no one mad at you.
I had you win it.
No, no one's mad at you. I'm saying what you're asking me. I asked you a question, and I'm just responding to what you just said. The fact the reason I asked what did he say in the third round, because that was the punchline, because I already rebutted that when I said Kobe won more without Shaquille O'Neal and he had more championships. That's why I don't understand how can that be such a punchline when he won more without the dude.
Hey, BJ, let locker room talk real quick. Y'all niggas be respectful with each other, bro.
Now, Lamont, that third round, right? The point I made was Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant both won their final title in year 14. Shaquille O'Neal came in the league in 92. He won his last title in 06. That's 14 years. Kobe came in 96, won his last title in 2010. That's 14 years. Shaquille O'Neal didn't win a title where he was the second best player until year 14. Kobe Bryant came in and won a title as the second best player in year 4. So that right there, that point alone, that goes to show you Kobe Bryant had the easier career. He was able to come into the NBA with a player on his roster named Shaquille O'Neal that was better than he was. Imagine if Shaquille O'Neal came in the league in 92 and he had a player that was better than him already sitting, waiting on the team. How many championships you think he would have got? So your whole ring narrative, I just debunked it.
No, he didn't debunk it. Debunking again. If he's saying that's his opinion, because at the end of the day,
that's a fact.
If you have part of this career, it's a whole longevity. It's 20 years. He's taken 6 to 8 years. It's an entire longevity. Shaquille O'Neal has not a. That's why I named the first round. That's why I won it so heavily, because all the accomplishments and accolades went to Kobe, no matter how he slices it. But what he's trying to do is trying to take away and just use just the first 6-8 years of Shaq's career, and that's the only time Kobe played with him. He's left 12 other years on the table, and he did again. The fact when it all comes down to it is that Kobe won more championships without Shaquille O'Neal.
Pull up. I just think it's the way he sold it, though. It's the way he sold it that became more pleasing to the people's ears. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what they're trying to get.
Lamont, another point, Lamont, that I want to rehash also is that can't be refuted is that Shaq did what he did with Kobe on the roster. Kobe wasn't able to accomplish what he was able to accomplish until Shaq left. Shaq won 3 straight finals MVPs with Kobe on the team. Kobe wasn't able to get 2 until Shaq was off the team.
We not gonna act like Kobe was a bum though, that nigga.
And that's what I'm talking about. First of all, this is another thing. This is another thing. He keeps sticking on one round, but he doesn't talk about the entire playoffs. He doesn't talk about the round against Sacramento. He talks about one round. That is not.
Hold on, you look out. We cannot re-debate this.
You were the one debating.
It's already over. Like the votes. The thing is, all you can do is you can understand the format, find another debate to get into, just like the locker room's probably gonna get in another debate, and just move on. This debate is over. We cannot re-debate it and say, oh, I think this point. No, in the moment, because what happens is when you sit at home overnight and you might think of new points that and all you're doing is squeaking in stuff that you might have forgot to say yesterday. The debate is over, man.
Hey, Lamont,
no rematches, little nigga.
I can't. Like,
hey, Reggie, man, stop refreshing me, bro. I really don't like your ass, bro. Stop with the catty games, bro. For real, man. I told you already, man.
Before you leave, pull up.
I don't like that nigga.
Before you leave, bro.
What's up?
So you understand the format. This Khalil. Now you understand the format and how things are being judged. I'm not gonna be the next special guest judge. I was just the one for that specific time. It's not like it's handed to me every single debate. There will be somebody new in that position. Now that you understand the format, you have to structure your rounds a little bit different, because I actually agree with you as far as Kobe being better than Shaquille O'Neal. But like Lamont touched on, you got a whole other side of the ball that you didn't even discuss. You kind of briefly touched on it a little bit, but that should have been one of your biggest selling points, man. And like I said, bro, I ain't got no ill will towards either one of y'all. I thought y'all both did really good. I just edged locker room at the end of the day. But you will get better from it, man. Like you said, you new to the debate circuit. You go get better. That's it, bro. Just accept the loss. All right, there's some things that I need to clean up, and then go back into it and smash whoever you debating next, bro. That's it, man.
Hey, Lamont, would you say that this shit got to be strategic when you debating though? Like sometimes it's not even what you say; it's when you say the shit. Like
it's about win, style points.
Energy.
I thought BJ's first round was good, but it was kind of robotic. And so I think he just won the first round. I think he only won the first round decisively because I feel like that was just Reggie's weakest round. And because he regurgitated a ton of just pure facts, whether he read them off something or not, it was pure facts. I think you outpaced him there, but you didn't leave us with nothing that we could also remember at the end of the debate other than the whole bunch of facts that we already knew. Because I think the second round, if you'd have spent a whole round on defense, there's just no way to outdo that. Because you clearly had the first. If you go to the other side of the ball, that gives you a whole nother round that is going to be tough to debate against. And it's just, man, I think Reg made you fall into the trap because he brought up that scoring. And it's just like you get so offended, like, bro. I would have ran straight to defense in that second round. Defense.
Kobe Bryant. Yeah, Kobe Bryant has seasons for this. Like,
Kobe is great, bro. This ain't to take nothing away from Kobe Bryant.
You didn't even
y'all
bring
feel
that
like
up.
This is a pro LeBron channel. This ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
And LeBron fans don't even hate Kobe.
People don't even dislike Kobe. That's the thing. I met Kobe when I was young, when he came to Cleveland, bro, in his first slam dunk contest. And I actually seen him play live a bunch of times. So this ain't got nothing to do with just because I prefer LeBron over him that I'm going to pick every LeBron debater. No, I went into this shit knowing that, okay, we got somebody going for Shaq and somebody going for Kobe. Let's see who can make the better argument. That's all. This ain't got no biases towards Kobe Bryant, man.
Hey, Khalil, bro, in the chat, bro, they were talking about LeBron versus Kobe, and some dude was like, "Oh yeah, Kobe's dead, so how can it be better than LeBron?" Come on, man. Let's not play that game. You say there's no biases, bro. No. I don't believe none of that shit, bro. Nobody called it out. Nobody said nothing in the fucking chat. But
Alex, it wasn't just Kobe LeBron debate. Alex, just stop, bro.
Hold on.
Right now. I mean, right now. Like maybe like an hour.
No, it wasn't Kobe LeBron debate.
That's the one shit right there. Nobody. You the only nigga to bring up Kobe dying,
LeBron debate, though. It was not
a chat, bro. It's in the chat. Check it out.
Nigga, who cares if it's in the chat, nigga? Why you bringing that up?
There's no biases?
Wait. So, hold on. So one nigga out of how many comments?
No, the thing is, nobody checked them, bro.
Do you know what bias is? No, why did you
Everybody
check
just like,
them?
oh,
Alex,
it's just another
you
fucking
run
day.
Why
to
didn't you
every
check it,
single
Alex?
panel.
I did, bro.
Man. Hey, Lamar, what's that ranking looking like, bro?
The fact that you even
I'm about to
repeated
do it
that
here in a
shit.
second. I want to do
You
it live.
run
So we
to
can-
every single
That
channel
would be
that's
awesome.
anti-LeBron, and you spew LeBron.
I better
and
not be
LeBron
below
talking
5.
points.
I think I had a
That's
good
all
showing.
you do.
Kobe, man.
I better not
Yeah,
be
you
below
dropped
5.
to below 5 for debating number one defeated.
Your
That's cool.
bias, Alex. Tim.
This
Don't
nigga,
nobody
better
want
not
to hear nothing
no,
from
look,
you.
Alex just want to stir up shit. That's all he like. Why would you?
Yeah,
Four.
that's all.
Dude,
That's
SB
all he
having
He a
I dropped
big
to like
message,
4 or
bro.
5. I'm chilling, but I better not be like
That's
6 or
all
7.
Like
he
nobody's
is,
in
dude.
here.
There's
Nobody.
no
I ain't
biases.
never.
Come on, man.
The dude,
Especially-
Probably won't
your
drop it
bias,
off.
Alex. That's
Especially
the
because
thing,
of
Alex.
Chew the King's performance.
Alex, your
sure,
bias.
but
I'm not
Alex,
gonna lie.
every
We
single-
shouldn't
every
really not
single
Chew the King
anti-LeBron
on that
channel,
Moses
you
debate, but I
run your
cooked
little
him though.
scary ass
I'm
over
not
there.
gonna lie. I
You
smoked him.
Alex
don't know
is
the
lame.
game of
No,
basketball.
you're unranked and you clicked him on the
You don't know
Pippen.
the game of basketball at all.
Yeah, I did
All
cook
you
him.
do is
Yeah, I
try to
cooked
Hold
him.
on.
I flipped that nigga.
Hold on, y'all. Look, I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat during their debate. And Alex, I just gotta say, when I'm looking at the chat, man, you're lying, bro. I'm watching.
Today, bro. I said
Hey,
today.
Lamar, why you surprised?
No, Alex.
Today.
Alex.
today,
You were saying
Today.
that during the live stream, people were saying.
Today's
Hold
live
on,
stream,
hold on
bro.
1 second, Alex. Hold on, Alex. You said during their debate yesterday.
No,
This
I
is
did
what-
not, bro. I
You
said
said this
today.
earlier. No, you said this
Today.
earlier. Hold on, Alex. You said earlier
This
when
dude
you first
messy.
came in. You said that in the chat, people were saying locker room this, locker room that, like they were already decided. I'm literally looking at the chat as it goes by, and some of the things that people are saying, damn, that was a good rounds, things like that. They were talking about there's actually more messages going at locker room in the chat than are messages in his favor.
But that's I don't even know where that narrative came from. Lamar, you
Lamar,
got one of the most
I'm gonna say one
unbiased
last
chats
thing.
I've seen.
I'm gonna say one last thing. I'm gonna get off. Lamar, that's why I think what it was. If you go into the chat and you see, a lot of them say BJ won. These are people I don't know.
No. But what's happening is what generally happens is as each round goes on, whoever has the momentum, the chat, it starts to see the chat favor that person as the momentum goes on. So as I'm watching the first round right now,
No, I'm talking about the game.
very
I'm talking about
balanced.
the game, bro.
The first round just ended. I think the second round just ended, and somebody says the locker room just won that round.
Lamar, I'm talking about the end, fam. I'm not talking about the first round. I'm talking about the very end of the whole debate.
You were getting cooked at the end.
You lost the third round.
Bro,
that was Reggie's best round.
The comments, I'm saying, be honest, it was saying BJ. I'm talking saying.
That debate, fuck
Look
that
right here. It
debate.
says pull up takes round one.
Over.
I mean, I'm not seeing anything that I'm not seeing anything that indicates bias towards one person. I see a whole bunch of just
No.
I was in the chat the whole
This is
entire
what's
time.
going
There
on.
was no bias
You
either
got
way.
niggas,
Both
you
of them
got
dudes
niggas like
had people
Alex
in there.
running
Look, I
around.
can put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen.
That's all it is.
You
got
might
niggas
just
like
my
Alex
comment.
goofy shit.
My comments in there.
Like, why would you even mention a nigga dying? Like, no one has ever disrespected Kobe's life in his fucking
read the
channel.
chat, bro. Read today's chat.
Bro, but hold on. So one person. So Alex,
and nobody
one
checked
person.
them. Don't
One
say
person
shit, bro.
out of
Nobody checked
1,000
them.
comments.
Nobody checked them.
Alex,
This
why
is a
didn't you check
LeBron
it?
fucking
We up here
channel, bro.
talking, Alex. How did we see it? You saw it. You should have checked it.
I did,
Hold
bro.
on.
I said
Alex,
That's a weak
okay.
ass card to pull.
Hold on, let's just do this. Hold on, Alex.
Lamar, it's cool. Hey, Lamar, it's cool, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
RIP to Kobe.
Alex, I don't
worry about it.
I don't watch the chat like that. Alex. Okay,
Yeah,
so
like, we
Alex,
up here talking. How we see the chat?
Alex, who said it? Alex, call him out, Alex. I want you to snitch on him, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
now you
block
want me to
him.
go
Block
through
him,
the whole chat again.
Bro, you don't remember who typed it?
Oh my god.
Alex,
You'll
you
never
should've
remember
screenshotted
that.
Don't even worry about it, man.
Because he
Don't worry about it.
probably lying. He been lying the whole
Bro,
time.
this is the same
Just
shit
go
you
ahead,
always
move.
do. Just move on and you try to fucking pick somebody so you can tear them.
But
fucking
why?
down.
But why?
It's
Why
in
are
the
you trying
fucking
to?
chat.
Why?
Straight
Hold
up.
on. But Alex, why are you trying to
Can we
make
move
Lamont
on?
or us responsible for the disgusting shit that was said? We didn't say that shit. We up here
Yeah, but
talking.
nobody checked them, bro. Do you
Okay,
understand?
so look.
Nobody
So
in the
Alex, here
chat
we go.
said shit.
Alex, here go the checking right here.
Khalil's been
If
here
you-
since
hold on.
day one. He didn't say
Hold on.
nothing.
Hold on.
Dude,
Alex,
shut the
here
hell
go the
up. Don't
checking
pull
right
me
here.
into this shit. I ain't had
This
nothing to do with
shit,
that. Shut
this shit is
your
just
messy
Bro,
ass
aren't you
up.
a moderator, bro? Aren't you a moderator?
Dude, I'm
He's
on the
up
fucking
here.
panel,
This
dummy.
is crazy,
I'm
bro.
on the
This
fucking
nigga, dog.
You dummy.
This nigga worse than DreamersPro, dog.
That's crazy, bro.
I can't. You know the crazy thing is. You know the crazy thing. If someone said that and you took it that personally, I would remember who said that.
Lamont, why you got this dude on your panel?
Hey, yo,
I'm
gonna be real.
Fuck your channel up, Alex.
I'm gonna be real, yo. This nigga worse than DreamersPro, dog. Like if you saw
y'all don't like getting checked, bro. Straight up, y'all don't like getting checked. Straight up.
Okay, hold on. That's why I like Gilbert
All you do
Arenas,
is
man.
bring
That nigga
messy
eyelashes
shit
that
over
nigga.
here.
Nigga, you the FYF punching bag. Who you checking over here, bro? You come on, we really beat up on you over here for fun, nigga. You know that?
Okay, that's cool, bro. I don't give a fuck.
What the fuck is you talking about?
I don't give a fuck.
Because he
That don't
don't
mean
know
shit,
nothing
bro.
about basketball.
You
I don't, right? I don't.
No, you
Alex,
don't.
hold on, but Alex.
I want to say something real quick.
What's
Hey,
basketball,
Lamont. Hey,
bro?
Lamont.
What's basketball?
Hold on, yeah, we gotta move on, y'all. It's just too many people.
Hey, Lamont, can we get a Jason the Kid versus Alex in debate?
No, Alex is not gonna debate
Man,
again.
don't nobody
He's
want
too
to
low
see
quality.
That sucks.
I gotta see that, man.
It's too much.
I gotta see that, man.
Okay, hold on, Alex. If you see something in the chat, say it in the moment. Don't wait till it's scrolled past everybody's reach to even look at it. Like, say something. Call them out in the moment.
I did say it, bro.
No, hold on, Alex. You didn't say it in the moment because I don't see it. I'm scrolling back. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Right.
And I can scroll back farther than everybody. I don't see it. So if say it in the moment, if you see something that bothers you that much, say it. The messages are flying on my screen 1,000,000 miles an hour, and people on the panel are generally talking. They're not staring at the chat. So if you're staring down the chat, then say something.
That's crazy, Alex. You wow.
I mean, if I took something that someone said in the chat,
They saying you lying, Alex. Sammy says you lying.
Alex, why are you here, bro? Because you don't never add to the conversation. You know nothing about basketball, so why are you here?
Everybody's saying he's lying.
Like literally, why are you here, Alex?
Everybody in the chat saying you lying, Alex.
He critiques these debaters every single time, and he's like the worst debater in FYF history.
I mean, have you seen Jason the Kid?
I don't know why he's here.
No,
Jason the Kid
I
is
think Jason the Kid got him.
No, Jason the Kid is way better, man. Go rewatch that Alex M debate. It was bad.
I never knew Alex even debated, to be honest. But I mean,
I don't understand why
he started and stopped very quickly.
Alex, why are you here, bro?
It got so bad, Lamont won't even allow him to debate no more, man. It just got that bad, bro.
Crazy. Like, I don't
it's
know
just
why
too low quality, bro.
He was bringing down the brand.
Yeah. That nigga is trash, dog.
Why are you here?
That nigga gonna talk about I'm checking you niggas net. You ain't checking shit, bro. Check your fucking blood pressure, dog. Like, a fucking weirdo. Like,
all right, hold on. Can we do these rankings real quick, y'all?
Let's do the rankings. Yeah, let's do these rankings.
All right, hold on. Let me put it on the screen. Hold on. I'm just gonna share from where we left off last week, so that way I don't have to retype in all of the information.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta input the new information. All right, so let me zoom in on this so y'all can see it.
Hey, my mic quality cool? Can y'all hear me?
Nah, your shit's not a little bit, dog.
Nah, you solid. Okay, so what we got here is here are the rankings from last week that ChatGPT kicked out for us. All right. And so now I'm just going to tell ChatGPT we have more debates, and I'm just going to give it the results.
Hey, Lamont.
It's going to kick out the new ranking for us.
Lamont, Breezy said he's trying to get on. Remember, he had a lot to say last night.
All right, hold on. I'm a little.
Hey, you can shoot me down, Lamont. Shoot me down. You can
all right, I got you.
Go Cowboys.
All right.
Hell no.
Go Cowboys.
All right,
good.
hold on.
Shit, no.
Hold on. Let me get this up here for him.
No, them dirty birds. That's
there you go. Oh, big fan Breezy. There you go. I got open up a spot for you. All right. All right, hold on. Let me get this comment off the screen. And salute to Double E for hitting the cash out, man. Much appreciated, man. You supporting the channel.
Hey, Dave, you come up with
hold on. Why does people, bro? Avion, I'm trying to get. Oh, there's big fan Breezy. All right, we had enough space for both y'all. All right, there's Breezy right there. What's good? What's good, Breezy?
Yeah, I'm chilling. What up, y'all?
Oh,
What
never
up,
mind.
Breezy? Hey, locker room. I want to see you battle Mingo Jester. He got a big issue with you.
Wait, is that Dev?
Man, his name is Mingo Goofy. His name is Mingo Goofy.
Nah, Mingo just easy work, man. He easy work, bro.
No, Mingo Jester can debate though. That'll be a good debate.
I'm just trolling, bro.
Let's go, fellas.
Now, Lamont, Breezy had a lot to say last night about your system and everything like that. Let's hear it, Breezy.
I'm glad you asked. For one, I don't like the fact that the debaters are doing the judging. For one, I think it's.
Now ask me why I have it that way.
All right, I'm gonna ask you, but I'm gonna tell you why. For one, I'm not just disagreeing. I'm telling you why I disagree with it. I think it's disingenuous because at any given time, if these top, and I'm saying it to whoever feel away, we could go at it. So it's whatever. Listen, they could easily be disingenuous if they feel like one of the up and coming guys that's trying to get ranked is competitive. Now, I'm not pointing no fingers, but at the end of the day, you got a big chat, Lamont, and I imagine that we could get debaters to be separate from judges. It could be two different entities. You got these guys are judges, and these guys are debaters. So there's no compromising of the integrity of what you got going on.
Hey, big fan Breezy.
Hold on, P5. If what you said is true, then why the hell would they vote for Locker Room to win since he's number 10? If they want to get him up out the way, they just give him an L to a guy that's not ranked, and now you got the Locker Room up out the way.
I don't know.
Why would they give him a win that's going to boost him up the rankings as opposed to give him an L that's going to kick him down?
Maybe they feel like he ain't no threat for real. I don't know.
Okay. So now they're just giving out wins to the top 10 because he ain't a threat. But Pull Up Podcast in his first debate ever was a threat, and they had to get him out the way.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm saying revise it because you got such a big chat. You could pick judges that's not debaters.
So now,
Lamont, he wants you to redo your whole.
So this is what I said. I said, to me, two problems get solved at once.
All right.
Here's the first problem, and I ran into this when we first started. Trying to get people on the panel that aren't debaters on the panel to vote. So that means I'm kicking out the actual debaters and I'm bringing in people from the panel to potentially vote. That process of just bringing people up and down is already extremely difficult. Secondly, one thing I started to notice is that when the debaters, the guys on the panel who are participating in the debates, when they vote, what I've seen is it gives more credible results because these guys, when they know that other people who debate are voting for them, they have to be fair when they vote. So if you make a biased vote, for example, if Big Ox, Bob, and Herm are debating, and you just come make a vote and say, fuck, I don't like Herm, I'm giving it to Bob. What's going to happen is when it's Bob's turn to come vote for you, you're going to have to answer for that. And so to prevent those back and forths, what I've generally seen is that people like True the King vote fairly. True the King has made it very public. He don't really care for the locker room too much. He wants to debate him. He don't like his takes, his talking points. They think he crazy. Same with A30. But what I've seen these guys vote fairly. So it just lends more credibility because they have something at stake. They can't afford for these guys to go AWOL on them when it's time for them.
Lamont, Breezy didn't have any issues with the format when he won the debate against me. But when Pull Up and Young Africa loses, now he wants you to redo the whole format.
No, I'm not saying redo the format. Hold on. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Also, what I also said last night is, why is it that the special guest is special? What makes that guy so special? And let me say why. Because the panel had 7 guys voting. So how is 7 votes equal to 1 point and 1 guy's vote equal to 1 point?
Okay, so I've said special guest judge is 1 point. The panel is 1 point. And the chat, because if we play in the numbers game, the chat is the biggest numbers. So if it's about the numbers game, the biggest voice is always going to be the chat. They have the numbers. So if you want to go with the majority, then the chat said Locker Room won. If we go with the majority. So what I've done is, it's just like the way the government's set up. You got 3 branches of government. We got the special guest judge could be somebody considered similar to the president. That's 1 point. And then you have another sect, which is the panel. That's another point. And then you have the chat. That's another point. They all put checks and balances to each other. So if something ain't right with the chat, the panel will balance it out. And there's a special guest judge is generally somebody who's going to always be consistent. And so when I select the special guest judge is always somebody that doesn't debate, and is usually going to be somebody that's a long-term debater of the channel. And I've had people be special guest judges that don't like LeBron, that like LeBron. I mean, it doesn't matter. You have to have a long standing with the channel, or you have to be somebody that remember when I was going to name Mr. Moss as a special guest judge. We all know what about Mr. Moss. That man hates who? LeBron James. But what did I say? I've listened to his takes enough to where I know he could be fair when judging a debate. So I don't just hand select these special guest judges because I like them or because they like LeBron James or any certain player. It could be anybody. If you're in the chat at the time and you ask, and I feel like you have the integrity to do so and vote the right way, I'm going to label you the special guest judge.
Lamont. What's funny, right, is last night he said that the reason why you picked that special guest was because he knew you would vote in my favor. So basically, they trying to say.
I said that. I didn't say that.
Okay, well, somebody on the panel on BJ's podcast said that.
Kobe. That was that nigga Kobe chatting.
So
So
Lamont, according to those dudes, right? Me and you are in cahoots. But what's funny to me is that Breezy, Pull Up, Big Tone, Alex M, y'all did a whole 2-3 hour live show last night. So I could make the case that y'all is in cahoots.
I wasn't judging it though. I wasn't judging it.
But you have a point of contention with how it was judged, but you didn't when you won the debate though.
All right, let me speak to that. Let me speak to that. For one,
that is odd, Breezy. That is odd.
Hold on, let me speak to that. For one, when y'all seen that debate I had with the locker room, I told you I didn't know the format. It's not like I had a way to say I had a problem with it. I'm new to it. Even now, my next question is just to articulate the first, second, and third round, because it seemed like when I would listen to the debates, debaters mistake which round to do what. You know, it seemed like the first 2 rounds is to kind of get your point across, and then the third round is solely for rebuttal. Is that true?
No, it's not. You can use the rounds however you see fit. It's my recommendation that you use the first 2 rounds to get your points across in the last round to rebuttal, but you don't have to use the last round to rebuttal. So you still use all the 3 rounds however you see fit. You got 2 minutes to do whatever you got to do.
Oh, okay. So all right, cool. All right. So basically you get your, it's all about choice. It's not no format in a way where, okay, just only use this round for your talking points. You can rebuttal that first round too if you like.
But we've seen people like even Pull Up. He started rebuttaling his second round.
Oh damn.
Remember what Locker Room said? You rebuttaling. You ain't even talking about Kobe. You wasting around. And that's why I said he got to rebuttaling, forgot to talk about Kobe's defense. Could have had a whole round there of just just a unique take that probably couldn't have been rebutted too strongly. But he said, I'm going to just go down the hill of chasing locker rooms talking points in the second round. But that cost him. That strategy cost him.
FYF, what I will say to your explanation, I agree with the first what you said. But the first thing I don't like is I still don't like that 7 panelists that's actually debating. And I forget who the special guest was, but to me, he ain't seem all that special. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He wasn't breaking the game down in some special way for me to say that he's a special guest.
Hold on. But who are you? Who are you to say that you're credible? Like,
so you're talking but no, I'm glad you asked that, the locker room, because that's what I'm trying to get to. Is the criteria that these judges need to make the points that they make and say, okay, I liked his rebuttal to what you said and stand on that, you know. And I feel like when they are judging, they don't really articulate the whole entire reason why they picked the guy. It's kind of like a brief summary. And
one is time. Yesterday we were on a time crunch, but I still require everybody on the panel to tell why they make their selection, who they pick and why. I don't have time to literally go to everybody in the chat and say, I need everybody to email me why you voted a specific way and why. And then with the special guest judge, I actually did ask Khalil to type that, but he had already put his choice in. But I knew Khalil anyway. If I select you as a special guest judge, it's because I already know you're not gonna be come in with any biases. You're gonna be able to do it fairly.
Lamont, this nigga Breezy is being disingenuous this whole time, right? Because had his boy from the pull up would have won, like I said, they said on their live show, they did double streams on his channel, on Pull Up channel. They talked for 3 hours last night. Had his guy would have won, he would have been on Pull Up Podcast last night saying, yeah, son, you cooked him, son. You both did it, son. We cooked the locker room, son. But because he lost, now it's, I don't like the format. And why is it 7 guys on a panel? And what about the chat? And what about the special guest? I don't think the special guest was all that special. Like, are you serious, nigga?
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Again, to add to my point, hold on. Let me land the plane saying this. To add to my point, listen, I won't walk back none of the stuff I said, but I will say is I respect your explanation, FYF, to Lamar. But I still don't like the 7 guys equal 1 guy. Like 7 guys making that should be points. Why it can't be 5 points to 2?
Hold on. It's similar to Congress. It's a whole bunch of people making one decision. So, that's just how it is. It's just a body of people. It's a collective of minds, and I trust that collective of minds to come up with the best decision. Do they always agree with me, or do I always agree with them? No. But at the end, what do I always say? I said the vote is the vote. I have to vote.
Lamont, notice how when you brought up the fact that the chat had like 300 plus votes and it was overwhelmingly the locker room, he said nothing to that point.
No, bro, it's not. It doesn't go because my main objective is why 7.
Talk
panelists,
about the point that I just brought up.
Why 7 panelists can equal 1 point in a special. Hold on,
and it was overwhelmingly saying the locker room. Talk about that.
Hey, big fan.
In a special guest, and since you're talking about it, bro, you could look in the chat and Lamar could clarify this. I would say, this is a great debate. This is great. I wasn't just siding with BJ. I'm not a biased. I'm not a biased fan. You know what I mean? I was looking at it like, it was a great debate, and I didn't want to be the judge because I don't want the fans to feel like I'm compromising the integrity to what FYF got going on. Not to, you know what I'm saying? So, case in point is, I like the platform. I'm just looking at it like maybe the format could be a little different. Even with the explanation, I don't like one.
Look, the one thing we know is, if I'm being honest, I'm being brutally honest. We know that you truly don't have an issue with the format because when you swept locker room with the same format, you was all for it.
Yeah,
you was all for it.
And
so you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have it and eat it too. You swept the shit out of the locker room.
He's politicking for me.
And look, you know what? What did the locker room do though? The locker room, you know what? He went back. He did his stream. He said he didn't like that shit. But the one thing you got to appreciate, he got right back into the debate. Said, "Fuck that." And what did he do?
On that note, before y'all get to the rankings, I want to find my way in them rankings, man.
All right, you're gonna have to get to the debate cards. Right now you 1-0.
Big fan Breezy.
But you ain't done enough.
I know. I ain't done enough. It's only one debate. I think you gotta have a minimum of 2-3 debates to get in the top 10.
No, it depends on who you debate.
I've kept check. I'm 3-1 personally, but.
Okay,
what's my record?
Hold on. Can we do this? Let's just do the rankings, y'all. We're gonna do the rankings.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell ChatGPT we've just had another week of debates. I will provide the results. Can you please give me an updated ranking based on the results? Ranking.
What the hell?
Based on the results from yesterday. All right, there we go. Let's see if ChatGPT is feel like doing this for us today. Certainly. All right. Okay, so I just got to give it the results from yesterday. Let me copy and paste it over. And if you guys, if you think I need to add anything in that gives context, then I'll add it in to help it come up with a better.
Lamont, I got something.
Hold on. Let me copy and paste this in, and we'll make adjustments based on what I put in. All right. So let's paste it in. So this is what I said. I got the winners. Hold on. Strength of schedule. Okay. So hold on. Let me put the results in. Hold on. The results are here. The results.
Hey, Lamont.
Yeah, what up?
I was asking because if we're adding context to the debate, I was going to ask if I could add one thing in, and it's just that it was the first Chat GPT debate, and that the topic was pre-chosen. And that
Okay, we can add that in. Hey, hold on, let me put this in.
That's a good
And
point.
Lamont, you also gotta add that Young China is on
already
the run.
put that. I put that in there actually already.
Oh, okay.
Hey, can you
Look
also
right
add
here.
to the fact
Look right
that-
here. Look, Roto. Look what I said right here. It says, Young Africa has disappeared. This is upset, lost to the locker room. Has not. Or let me reword that correctly. And
hold on, Lamont, you ain't heard from Young Africa yet?
It has no up. Hold on, is this true or not? Young Africa has disappeared since his upset loss to the locker room.
True.
It has no upcoming debate schedule.
Has nobody seen this dude?
Oh, we haven't. But I told
No, Breezy saw him, and then Lamont pulled up, and then I pulled up, and then he ran again.
Yeah.
Maybe you should add that too. He actually ran twice.
Hold on. So look, this
Yeah,
is what
that's
we got.
crazy.
Just so we know this is accurate.
Yo.
So I have True to King
That's
versus
crazy.
Jalen. I said Jalen wins in a landslide. Jalen is now 3-0 in the debates. True to King.
Was his first
True to
ranked
King was
win.
his first ranked win. All right, with True to King
Can you
versus
put- yeah.
Nahari. I got Nahari wins. True to King was not well prepared.
Okay.
I got True to King
What?
versus Rebrandon.
True though.
True to King wins by forfeit. Rebrandon did not show.
Mm-hmm.
Herm versus Pull Up Podcast. Herm wins in dominant fashion. Do y'all agree or disagree?
I don't know.
No, Herm was cooking.
Hold on. You know what?
Dominant
Another thing, Big Fan Breezy.
Yo,
How come y'all ain't talk about that loss to Herm?
I know. I honestly didn't hear that one. I didn't hear that one.
See what I'm saying, Lamont? They don't care. They don't care when it's about Herm, but when it's about me, they doing 3-hour live shows, Lamont.
Yeah,
It's
hold on.
crazy.
Let me say this. In
crazy.
all fairness,
Didn't even watch
FYF
it.
in the locker room, that was the main event. And
It
I
was,
was waiting for that battle all fucking week. I was definitely waiting for that. And then something happened where the locker room and the Pull Up Podcast was able to go on early. Bro, I was tapped in. And if you see me in the comments, I'm like, yo, this is a great debate. I was glad that I wasn't a judge or a special guest or something.
Let me get to the rest of this. So we got Ace Sturdy versus Mac Defs. Sturdy wins easily over Mac Def, who's falling out the top 10. I have Ace Sturdy versus P5. Sturdy wins in dominant fashion.
Do you want to put?
We gotta change that.
Was that not dominant fashion?
It was
No,
not.
it wasn't. It wasn't.
Put the ChatGPT context.
It's dominant.
Well, hold on. What was it? Was it close?
It wasn't.
The first round, the first
but it
round,
wasn't
P5
dominant
could've
either.
won. Yeah, it wasn't
Just
dominant.
put Sturdy wins in first Chat GTP debate.
And the first Chat GPT topic. Hold on. First debate. Hold on. The first debate where the topic was selected by Chat GPT. All right. Okay. Ace 30 versus Mr. Moss. Miss Moss was a no-show. Headline debate, Pull Up Podcast versus the Locker Room. Locker Room wins controversial decision. Is that true or no?
That's fair.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Can you
That's
also,
true.
Lamont? Can you also add that this was the first debate in FYF history where the loser tried to fight the locker room?
Yeah.
I mean, that has to count for something, Lamont. That has to count for something.
I can't put that in there. Okay, hold on. The other context I got is Young Africa disappeared since his upset loss and has no upcoming debate scheduled. Mahari is active in debates, but nothing scheduled in the future. H from the UK did not debate this week, but has multiple debates scheduled for next week. Big Ak Bob did not debate, but has debates scheduled. Avion and P5 postponed the next week. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there any more context?
I want to see that. Yeah, that you said True the King wasn't prepared on my debate. My nigga, we have 2 weeks in advance to prepare for the debate.
But he didn't
How
prepare.
you not
He didn't prepare.
That goes against him hard. That goes
No,
against
more like he underestimated me. I know he was prepared. He
Yeah,
underestimated me.
he thought it was gonna be a wash and it wasn't.
Well, look. Do we need to change anything? Anything significant, or do I
He
need
had
to add
2
anything?
weeks to prepare.
I know,
We were talking
he
about
wasn't
debate
prepared.
in the, we were talking about the debate in the Discord.
It's not going to
You
do
feel
him
me?
any justice. It actually hurts him more to say he was not prepared.
I guess, bro.
I just think that's an excuse, man.
Okay,
but it's all good.
It's not an excuse. It goes against him. That's a bad thing for him.
So hold on, please. Okay, so hold on. Should I put the? I think it has the debates. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Please consider last week's. Hold on. Let me just put it in. Last week's debate rankings.
And also, can you put in the fact that that debate with Jalen and True the King was extremely easy for Jalen?
Or it was an uphill battle for True the King.
Yeah, it was a crazy uphill battle.
Okay, hold on.
Yo, Big Ox here. Yeah,
All right, okay, let me put this in there. All right. Please make the necessary adjustments based on the results. All right, let's see what it does. ChatGPT about to go to work. Ak, I'm gonna get that link for you, Ak. All right. It just kicked him out.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Wow.
What the fuck?
I got Young China. I kicked Young China ass out of there.
Yo, it dropped him out completely.
Africa's done.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Yo, what's going on?
Africa is done.
Africa, yo, no,
Lamont, he's never coming back over here.
Hold
bro.
on, let me get the explanation for this. Hold on, the explanation
It's
is
valid
right
though. It's valid.
It
right?
says True the King drops out the top 10.
Oh,
It's What the? Hold on. It says True the King drops out the top 10 due to multiple losses and a win by forfeit, which does not demonstrate debating strength.
Oh, that's facts.
It says Young Africa is not included in the top 10 due to disappearance from the debate scene and no upcoming debate schedule. Avion and MacDef are not included due to postponed debates and recent losses, respectively. It says the updated ranking reflects outcomes of the latest debates, taking into account win-loss outcomes, strength of schedule, activity level, closeness of debates, and other criteria like controversial decisions and upsets. If there are any other factors to be considered in the ranking, please let me know. But this is the new.
Read it. Read the thing.
Oh shit! This says Ace 30 solidifies the #1 spot with dominant wins over MacDef and P5, and a win due to a no-show from Mr. Moss. They got P5 at #2. What the fuck?
Nasty work. P5, you got P5.
Listen to this. Hold on. Listen. It says despite a loss to Sturdy, remains high in the rankings due to previous strong performances.
Not facts?
And the effective use of challenge flags in past debates.
Not facts? That's
okay.
facts.
Hold on.
Challenge flags gotta go.
Hold on. It says Herm. It says Herm is number
that's a
3.
mistake.
It says Herm moves up significantly with the dominant win over the Pull-Up Podcast. Jalen with a 3-0 record and a landslide win over a previously higher ranked debater, True the King. Jalen makes a significant jump into the top tier. The locker room. It says the locker room moves up after a controversial win in the headline debate against the Pull-Up Podcast, indicating strong debating ability. H from the UK maintains high position.
Hey, Lamar, you got to change because Jalen lost.
Wait, was my description not facts though, Lamar?
Hold on. Did we get something wrong?
Yeah, I thought Jalen lost.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me go back and edit it then. Hold on. I can edit it and then kick it out again. So it says, where is that in here? Let's see.
Wait, Jalen lost to her?
Yeah, Jalen lost.
That was last week though, Lamont.
Yeah, and you forgot, and you didn't bring up the fact that Jalen had the easiest debate.
Hold on.
No. True the King dropping out.
Okay, hold on. Here it is right here. So it's True the King versus Jalen. I don't even have the Jalen and Herm debate in here.
No, you don't. You said Jalen missed last time now with a 3-0.
Okay, so hold on. Jalen and Herm. Jalen versus Herm. What did they debate?
Wasn't that 2 weeks ago? That wasn't last week or yesterday. That was a couple couple of debate shows ago. That wasn't. Yeah.
No, that was when we all went. That's when we all did the That was last week. What?
Yeah, that was last week.
That was definitely last week. Yeah.
So hold on. So
they went before me and Africa went.
So hold on. So Jalen has one loss, correct?
Yeah. And can you please put in the context that win was just not impressive at all.
Okay, so Jalen's 2-1. Jalen's 2-1.
It was impressive.
So what win?
How was it impressive? It was not impressive.
I think the rankings are valid, to be honest.
Okay, hold on. No, hold on. You're right. Jalen is 2-1. He does have a loss to Herm. 2-1. Hold on. Let me say with his only loss to Herm, True to King, and his only loss was to Herm. Okay, that might benefit Herm. All right.
But don't you need to change the difficulty that Jalen debated?
With True to King?
Yes, it was like extremely easy debate.
Yeah, it was a landslide, but it was supposed to be.
Was a landslide. Wins in a landslide, but the debate topic heavily
favored Jalen.
The rankings are pretty valid, if you ask.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Hold on, but I don't know what they're going to be once we make these adjustments. So anything else needs to be adjusted.
Oh no.
Nah, not straight.
Did you put in the fact that Ike swept True to King?
Herm might jump up over me now. Now that
okay, I mean, yeah, I put you one in dominant fashion.
Okay.
All right, Sturdy retains the number one.
Herm number 2.
What the?
I beat him twice.
Let's go. You did.
Okay. Oh my God. Seriously, hold on. Y'all the one said do this. Okay, so this is the final ranking. Sturdy is number 1. Herm moves up significantly due to dominant win over the Pull Up Podcast. P5. Despite the loss to Sturdy, he retains a high ranking. At number 3, the Locker Room moves up in the rankings with a controversial decision in the
that doesn't make any sense.
H from the UK maintains a high ranking due to previous performances. Bob remains in similar position with anticipated upcoming debates. Jalen moves up significantly with a win over True to King, improving to 2-1. Mahari remains active, but without scheduled debates may drop due to inactivity. Nahari enters the top 10 with the win over True to King, who was ranked high in SB Talk Sports. Hold on. It says drops out of the top 5 due to inactivity, but remains in the top 10.
Let's go, boy.
And it's still, even with the revisions, it still knocks True to King and Young Africa out the top 10.
That's good. I'm just glad I'm right.
Look, and y'all see this. Look, we did this live. Y'all clearly see I don't have any say-so in the rankings.
No, for sure.
This was completely done by AI, and
you number 3, buddy. It's cool.
No, I need to debate Herm now.
Hold on, let me drop the link for Bob, man. This is crazy.
Let's go, my nigga.
Yo, he trying to sweep Herm P5.
Hold on, you know what?
Already.
Should I ask it? Where is Alex?
I don't think Chat GPT being
nah. We had two debaters on him, man.
Hey,
he might be ranked 100
back to like next year, bro.
Man, Chat
bro,
GPT,
Africa out the top 10. That is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
GPT next.
Whole
video.
I need to get in these rankings, Lamont.
Hold on, all you gotta do. Hold on, you know the easiest way, Breezy. The easiest way is join the Discord. And in the Discord, that's where people set up the matches for the Saturday.
Hey, Breezy, I'll debate you.
You just got to join the Discord.
All right, look at what Jason the Kid said in the chat.
Well, pull-up's already in the Discord. So
did we include?
All right, so
Kelly.
You see what Jason the Kid said?
Fuck Kobe.
What that nigga say?
Herm is gonna go crazy. Like, look at Herm at number 2.
He said he want what, nigga?
He wants.
Oh, word. Hey, yo, if I battle Herm at number 2, that gotta be good.
I'm doing debating now.
How the fuck did Herm ever get number 2, man? That is
I beat him twice. He should be number 2. What? I beat him twice.
One at a time, bro.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. You forgot to put the fact that I'm 3-0 in this, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Oh my god.
Look, hold on, but Nahari, you cracked the top 10.
I'm just saying, though, like
it's only up from here. Shit. Just don't do like African and True. I can.
Who's in the top 10? Let me see.
Locker room.
Uh-oh. True the King. Do you got beef with ChatGPT?
No, I don't have a problem with just ChatGPT. I have a problem with how y'all wording things inside of ChatGPT that's not consistent with everybody else.
What do you mean? What do we know?
It's being worded differently compared to everybody else. Because like now it's like, okay, it seems like because I didn't do bad yesterday, I just lost. Let's make that clear, right? Because like now, because Mahari, it was a close debate, but it's like I said before, listen, you could say whatever I lost against Jalen, whatever case may be, but it wasn't like he won you could say he won whatever, but like I didn't get washed. That's the difference, right? I still did the best I could. It was a great debate. So I don't understand. I mean, who told you can talk? I don't know. Only all the background noise is crazy. All the background.
True the King, you out the top 10, bro. You down here with us.
Listen. Listen. And Lamont knows this.
I mean, you feel hard, bro. When you like two.
Listen. I don't like the fact.
Nigga, you had to use challenge.
No, time out.
Then the first one was controversial because nobody
Listen here. I don't care about wins or losses, bro. Listen. That's why when it comes to playing about judging and all that, I don't really care because I'm me regardless, y'all. I mean, listen. If I'm if I'm 10, it don't matter. But I don't like. But if all I'm saying is I want to be judged fairly. I just want to be judged fairly.
But true,
that's all. I don't care about being outside top 10.
As you saw, though, it only takes 1 week to get back right. Right.
I know Lamont, bro. We've been Lamont.
Me and you both know.
Lamont. Lamont. I know, but I'm just telling you and everybody else that. Like I said, it's not being judged fairly. But hey, listen, it is what it is, though. Because I'm still the best. It is what it is. I'm still the best. I don't pick and choose. Like I said, I didn't have to debate no hard. I didn't have to debate no. I didn't have to do all this. Like I said before, there's a lot of ducking. There's a lot of people picking and choosing certain debates to be easy, whatever case may be. It's cool though, because like I said before, I'll be back. I beat your favorite niggas on here. I don't care what that supposed to mean. I don't need a top 10. I don't need no top 10.
Dropping from 2 to out of the top 10 is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, he took a lot of L's.
It's not crazy.
I mean, he got sweat. He got sweat.
He took a lot of L's. That's what's gonna happen.
I
like True the King, but he took
Lamont.
I can't say no.
And with that being said, though, I took the most. I debate more than anybody on here. Point blank. I can't even count how many debates I had because people are scary. Like I said before, it ain't my fault that a lot of y'all on here, when people in the chat, whatever, it's scary to debate.
True the King is spitting right there.
Hey,
so
you many times
because I also got the most wins too. If you want to say I got the L's, I got the most. Still got the most wins. Nobody still got more wins than me.
Lamont.
So that's not.
But hold on, say this, Lamont. I got a request song right quick, y'all. Let me request this. Hey, Lamont. We know Mars was supposed to take on Sturdy in that Stockton debate. Mars not gonna participate, so I'll take on Sturdy in that Stockton debate.
You haven't even beaten me yet.
Hey,
hold on. I mean, hold on. Number 1 versus number 2 is crazy.
Beat me.
Lamont,
you really beat me. So they only technical. The only thing the first time because you had more fans than me.
Hold on, let me
really fuck with me, bro. And I stand on that. You can't fuck with me, P5.
Lamont,
hey, let me go after locker room, bro.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real, Lamont. I see P5 as a number 3. I'm not even taking that seriously. I'm gonna just jump up to number 2. I'm calling Herm out right now. You can pick the topic, whatever you want to do.
ChatGPT pick a topic.
Yeah, let ChatGPT pick it. It don't matter.
Now here's the corny thing about it too.
Hold on, Herm, do you agree?
Okay.
Herm, do you agree, Herm?
Agree with what?
Don't get quiet now, Herm.
Locker room just called you out.
All right.
I let ChatGPT take it. Locker room easy work. I'm on my cooking his ass.
All right,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna call somebody real quick.
Are you guys fine with ChatGPT picking the topic and who debates what side?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, hold on. Let me go to a new ChatGPT. Let me see.
So
if
it sounds like I still got something to prove to more people. Okay.
Your top 3, nigga. Well, come on now.
But I still want Sterling. Let's stop the debate since Miles ain't gonna do that.
Let me go to a new one. Hold on. So I'm gonna tell ChatGPT, please.
I still got no respect, so I gotta prove people
create
wrong.
Basketball debate topic.
Now here's the funny thing about me not being top 10 now. Now niggas want to duck now. Now I probably can't even get debates now. That's the one I'm mad now. It's like now.
Hey, anytime you want to rematch,
that's cool.
King, I wouldn't mind.
That's cool. So I'm just putting that out there too. That's the reason why I'm mad. Because now people make excuses now why they don't want to debate me now.
Hey, Shooter King, you want to debate?
Hey, I debate anyway. Listen, like I said before, I debate everybody on this panel. I debate Lamont. I don't care if it's Low. I don't care if Gilbert Arenas. I don't care if it's DreamersPro. I don't care. It don't matter who it is. You know what I mean? So listen. I'm just giving. My point is, everybody can get the smoke. Locker room.
I respect that.
Breezy, big pull up, big tone.
Hey, you got to get back in the rankings before you mention my name, man.
You know what's funny?
Was doing that.
You know what's funny though, right? Hey, Lamont saw me drop down before. I was number 1, dropped down, been number 1 again. So listen, I'm not worried about that. Listen. Hey, you just first got here, man. You a kid to me. So listen, I'm gonna be back. Listen, so I ain't worried about a lot. Listen, so you know what I mean. You've been fighting for your life getting these debates. Listen, it's been close, but you've been winning. But you've been fighting for your life.
Hey, Lamont, tell this man don't talk to me, man.
become number 1. Become number 1 ranked debater. Then talk.
Where's Sturdy at?
True, you was number 1 for a while, weren't you?
I was number 1 twice. Actually, I was number 1 twice. I'm the first ever champion on FYF. Man, listen, man, y'all don't listen. Man. Hey, I don't gotta explain. Listen, ups and downs. Listen, ain't how you fall. Ain't how you fall. It's how you get up.
True. I make niggas tap, bro. Niggas.
Okay, hold on.
Niggas don't pull back up.
That was crazy. Pause.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. If anybody needs a topic, ChatGPT just says, absolutely, I can help create the basketball debate topics. I just need to provide the 2 names and they'll do the rest. So
I want to debate locker room.
Hold on. So the first 2 names we're putting in is who? Who's the first 2? Was it locker room and Herm?
Herm.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Ooh.
Is the locker room. Is Herm. Oh shit. Oh man.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
Okay, so here it is.
Herm has to argue for LeBron.
Hold on. I got it. It says, here's the topic for locker room and Herm. Who has had the greater impact on their team's success? Steph Curry or LeBron James? Okay. The locker room has to argue for Steph Curry. Herm has to argue for LeBron James.
That's going to be hilarious.
What a flip it did. It pulled the trick bag on the locker room. Damn.
Pulled one on me too. It pulled one on me too.
That is hilarious.
That's the crazy part.
Oh shit.
That's funny right there.
Oh shit. The locker room has to argue for Steph Curry over LeBron. And remember, y'all, the specific question is who has had the greater impact on their team's success? And I already know what I would be thinking, but you guys have y'all topic. I'm gonna put it in the private chat. You guys, I'm gonna put it in the private chat. Make sure you guys copy it. The locker room is
put
back.
me on the chat GBT. Who want to debate me? Who want to debate
Hold on, I didn't do this.
I see what you're trying to do, Lamont.
I did not select this. I did not select this at
Come
all.
on, Lamont.
Now he's scared.
Come on, Lamont.
Now he's scared.
I swear I didn't.
Hold on, Herm. Herm, you want to switch, Herm?
No.
Now he's scared. Now Now locker room.
Nah, don't bag out now, nigga. Don't bag out now.
Locker room, the locker room, the
Don't
same
bag
person
out
that
now.
asked for this.
Hold on, y'all.
How
Look.
you ask for this? Ain't
Hold on, y'all. Look what I typed in. If this is not fair, I'll change it. If this is what I said. I said, please create basketball debate topics for FYF Sports where we host debates with 3 2-minute rounds. I said player v player debates or NBA narratives are the most enticing for subjects. I will provide you with the 2 debate participant names, and you need to select a topic and who debates what side. Can you help with this, please? It said, absolutely. I provided the names. The participant 1 in the locker room, participant 2
and that's where you fucked up. Herm should be number 1. He's the higher ranked debater.
It don't
Stop
matter.
crying,
Herm should
nigga.
be number
Stop
1.
crying.
Redo it.
Stop crying,
Herm
bro.
should be number 1. I'm the
do all
most
that
ranked
crying,
debater.
Bro, this man
cheating,
asked for
Lamont.
how you
that don't
ask for
matter.
ChatGPT.
Nah, bro. Herm
Herm
has to be number 1. He's a higher ranked debater.
Bro, it's just
Lamont, I had to do the same thing that locker room has to do, bro. Do not change.
Nah,
this.
bro. Nah, that's not Lamont. You holding me, Lamont. He's the number 1. I'm
I'm
coming
not
for
gonna lie.
him.
We should just save this for the tournament. It makes
Hold
me
on.
save this for the tournament.
Lamont, that's not even fair, bro. LeBron or Steph, that's not even fair.
No. Hold on. Listen to the question. Locker room. If you listen to the question, you will understand. I don't want to say too much. Who has had a greater impact on their team's success? Steph Curry or LeBron?
So we talking about just Lakers for LeBron and just Warriors for Steph?
No, we talking about career.
Hold on. No, it's not. No, it's not career. It's their team. LeBron is on the Lakers. While Steph is on the Warriors.
Okay, that's more fair then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is not a career. This is on their team's success. Now, Herm's gonna have some stuff he can utilize.
So
locker room.
All right, that's more fair. That's more fair. That's more fair.
Locker room is gonna have some nasty tricks.
Career.
That's gonna be a hell of a debate right there.
But Lamont, with Steph though, I can use his whole career because he's been on the
With
same
one team.
Yeah, he's been on the same team.
That's the trick bag. That's the trick bag for Steph.
Yeah, okay, book it then.
Nasty. That's nasty.
Book it.
That is mad nasty, bro.
That's how you go. But that's how.
Now it seems like it's having his favor. He all with it now. That's disgusting.
But that's how he gonna lose, bro. But that's how he gonna lose.
Hold on, Herm. But hold on, y'all. I'll keep telling y'all. Herm, when he goes and see, Herm is slick with his research. This is what Herm will do. Herm will take his question. He'll take his topic to 5 different channels. And he'll throw it out there just as this kind of casual conversation. And what he'll do is he'll get little tidbits of creative arguments and he'll come back with some crazy shit. I've seen Herm do it. So Herm will go put in some work, man. All right. Anybody else need a topic? Anybody else?
Nah. I ain't gonna lie. We should just say this for the tournament. I ain't gonna lie. That makes
Lamont, they say you helping me, man.
How did I help? Look, I didn't select the topic. Look, it's right here. What do y'all want me to do?
I'm good on this.
Nah, that's true though.
That he didn't know he had. What?
Look at Sturdy. Look at Sturdy said I'm helping. I'm not helping. I just said put in 2 names. I put the 2 names in.
You gave him a path that he didn't even know he had.
I gave him what?
Like you gave him a path that like he thought it was a career thing. You let him know that it's not a career.
All I'm doing, if you read the question, you would clearly know it's not career.
But he didn't know that. He didn't know that.
All right, but I mean, isn't it better to be clear
I don't really
on
care.
the question?
What Sturdy's saying.
Now, why would you want? You want to debate somebody that's confused on the topic? P5 is that the debate?
Hey, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what Sturdy's saying. I think that's what Sturdy's saying, but
yeah, I want clarity. I want you guys to come with y'all best. I don't want anybody to be confused and come ill prepared.
Well, that's definitely what happened. That's definitely what happened with me and Mac Def. You know, I ain't want to bring it up, but you know what I'm saying? That's definitely what happened with me.
All right, anybody else want a chat GPT topic?
I'm good.
I already got it.
Does anybody want to take True to King on with a chat GPT?
I'll take it.
Oh yeah, I'll take True
to King.
I'll take True to King.
Absolutely. I don't listen.
Okay,
who want to get smoked?
Hold on, debate the participant.
I got True to King. All respect, but I'll take you out.
Okay, who is that? Who is that talking?
Paul
Minor.
Okay, Minor. Debate.
A new debater. Okay.
Participants. 2 is Minor. All right, let's see what it does.
Giannis. Oh.
Is Giannis Antetokounmpo
Oh
current? It says, is Giannis currently a more valuable player than Kevin Durant? True the King has Giannis, while Minor has Kevin Durant.
I'm not doing this, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not doing this, bro.
I got it. All right, so I'm arguing for KD. All right.
No. Understand the question though. Is Giannis currently a more valuable player than Kevin Durant? That's the question. Currently, a more valuable player. I'll put this in the private chat so you guys can copy and paste it.
Is he more valuable in the year of 2023, 2024? Is the question.
Here's the private chat. Here's in the private chat. There's the question.
I can go right now.
No.
I'm
Buddy trying to get it in right now.
You don't want to do that, True the King. Let's do our research.
Hold on. Big Fan Breezy said he wants to get back in these. Do you want
Big Fan Breezy? How about me? Hold on. I debate Big Fan Breezy since he talking about he complain about the judges and all that.
Why you trying to debate non-ranked niggas? That's not gonna get you.
I'm not ranked. I'm trying to get
in order to get back in the rankings, you have to debate the ranked people, though.
You got to debate what you can. You facts.
P5. I debate P5. I debate Nahari. Listen, we can we can do the rematch.
Hold on.
Let me debate somebody ranked.
No. You gotta get ready before you debate me, nigga.
Hold on, I just need 2 names.
That's so nasty. No, he did the same thing to me, nigga. You gotta get ranked before you can debate me.
It was nasty.
Who wants a chat GPT topic?
I just want to get in the rankings, it don't matter.
Does anybody want to debate True the King for another
duck? It's when people start ducking. This when people start ducking.
Hey, no, I get ready for my topic, man. I got
Hold on, y'all. I just need names of who's gonna take on True the King.
Hey, look, Lamont, this rebranding. We had a debate scheduled for. I didn't know that you actually confirmed that for us to debate yesterday. I was in the chat and everything. I didn't know.
So you want the rematch versus True the King?
Yeah. Lamont. I got to get that first, Lamont. I was robbed against True because I left 20 seconds on the clock.
Big Eye in there, dude.
Hold on. So Big Eye, are you fine with the chat GPT topic?
Yeah, it's all good. I'm good with that.
Okay, hold on. Let me put y'all names in. Let's see what it kicks out.
I'm sure I already got my.
Lamont, you're gonna have to make it where niggas can't turn down them chat GPT topics.
You can't turn them down. Once you lock it in, we got to go with it. Debate the participant 1, True the King. Debate participant 2, Big Ox.
Let's say Big Ox.
Oh, my bad. Big Ox Bob. Okay. Boom. Let's see what it does. Thank you. Who is more crucial to their team's success? Luka Doncic or Joel Embiid?
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
I
like that.
True the King has. Hold on, y'all, so I can get this out. True the King has Luka Doncic. Big Ox Bob has Joel Embiid.
Oh, that's a crazy topic, bro.
I like that.
That's tough.
I think Ox actually agrees with that. Doesn't
Yeah, he probably does.
Hey, I'm putting it in the private chat. And make sure you look, y'all. If y'all want to, I'm putting these topics in the private chat. So make sure y'all copy and paste them so y'all know what's going on. All right. And I'm also gonna put them in the Discord when we're done with the stream.
Hey, Lamont, can you put me and Herms in this private chat again?
Yeah.
Hey, chat GPT dropping a
triple
double with these.
Hold on, you and Herm. I think I already got you and Herm in there. Do I? No, I don't.
Hey, Herm. Did you call me out, Herm? No, rebrand on my fact. No, rebranding. Me and Brandon supposed to do who's more dominant, Shaq versus Jokic.
Okay, so I put it in there for you, locker room. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
All right. Okay. Does anybody want a chat GPT topic? We got 3 debates.
I got some topics though.
These debates are going to be for next Saturday. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Is rebranding still there?
I have topics I would like to debate.
I'm right here, big dog.
Yo, we're going to do that debate.
I'm specifically only referring to anybody that's struggling to get debates and you want to hop in with a chat GPT topic.
I already have my debate. Right.
Okay, you got one P5. Rebranding, are you trying to get back in?
Yeah, me and True. If True down with it, yeah,
True got a double header already, so you should probably take on Big Fan Breezy.
All right, cool. I'll do that.
Big Fan Breezy.
Chat.
If Avion shows up, that's when I have one.
Hold on, Big Fan Breezy, are you up for the debate?
Yeah.
Yeah, do a chat GPT. We good.
Yeah, he don't sound confident.
Debate participant 1, you better hope it's a Nets topic.
That's all he know. That's all he know.
Laugh now. Laugh now.
These chat GPT topics are
Get all y'all giggles out.
Going crazy.
Hey, Lamont, you might want to put Big Fame Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets so ChatGPT can help him out. Maybe we'll give him the next topic.
Hold on. Rebranding. Okay, hold on. We got it. Let's see what it kicks out to.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Oh, if you don't know your P's and Q's.
You gotta really break down basketball.
Oh, shit. This is going to be... Hold on. This is what it says. What factor is more important for an NBA team's success? A strong offense or a robust defense?
Oh my! I would love to
Big Fan Breezy has to argue for a strong offense. Brandon has to argue for a strong.
Oh, this is about to be fun. I like this.
Oh shit!
I like this.
Hey, you gotta really know how to break down basketball to do that.
Well, y'all gonna have to do.
You can't bring up Spencer Dinwiddie, Breezy.
I like that.
Wait. Does he bring up Spencer Dinwiddie before? What is that?
I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, so they think I don't know nothing about basketball besides the Brooklyn Nets. It's fine. All
right, hold on. I put y'all topic in the private chat. Make sure y'all copy and paste it.
Yeah, I already screenshot.
All right, please get that. And then also, if you haven't joined the Discord, is the Discord link in the chat? I think it is. If y'all, whenever y'all see the Discord link pop in the chat, just in case you got to reschedule or postpone or something, make sure if you're in the Discord, you can stay in touch with everybody there.
Now, Lamont, just so we're clear with me and Herm, right? Herm is arguing LeBron having a greater impact on the Lakers, and I'm arguing Steph impact on the Warriors.
Yeah, because it's their team. It's their current team.
All right.
Yeah, the team's success.
All right.
It says who has had the greater impact on their team. So when they say their team, Steph's team is the Warriors, LeBron's team is the Lakers.
All right.
Who has had the greater impact on their team's success?
Yeah, that's more fair. That's more fair.
And so again, then you got Steph. Herm has LeBron.
All right, that's bad.
Locker room, you be careful. You can walk into some fire with Herm. Herm mess around, be number one after next week if you ain't too careful.
Man, stop it, Lamont.
Can I get a debate with locker room, man?
Stop it.
That's if locker room wants 2 debates. If locker room wants 2 debates, man, that's on him.
Completely overlooked me, so I just hope Herm wins because of that reason.
Hey, locker room, you want to debate that?
P5, none of that bias shit on the panel now. None of that bias.
I'm not biased. I'm not biased.
No, bro. No. It's the second week in a row you done voted against me, bro. None of that bias shit next week, bro.
I'm not biased. I voted for you against Africa. What are you talking about?
All right, y'all. Look.
Hey, hold on. I want to say something real quick.
Hold on. Hey, look. Go ahead, Nahari, but I got to get this. I won't go for the.
I'm gonna call out 2 people, man. I want to call out locker room on our Devin Booker versus Jamal Murray tape. That was one of the worst takes I ever heard in my life. Disgusting. And I'm going to call out Big Ox Bob on who's the better offensive player, Giannis or Jason Tatum.
Man, listen, Lamont.
Who's that, Lamont? Devin Booker is better than Jamal Murray.
That's Nahari.
This nigga locker room said that, man.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
That's what I thought. Man.
I think I would rather that debate, but it is.
Nigga, every time I'm on a debate, you always on some hating shit, nigga.
Look at why niggas always coming after you.
Nigga running from that smoke, man. That's all good.
Nah,
because Jester hates people who don't hate LeBron.
That's man, his name is Mingle Goofy, man.
That nigga. I'm gonna be ready for next Saturday. We're gonna see who giggling after that debate. Now I mean, I'm gonna be ready.
Hey, Lamont, I'm in the Discord.
Lamont, you know what you got to do, Lamont? You got to come up with like something like when a nigga tries to call somebody out in the top 10 and they lose, like. You gotta put it you gotta implement like a penalty box or something.
Look, hold on. Look, I don't have to implement nothing. You see how ChatGPT just punished the shit out of some people, man. So shit, I don't have to do nothing. ChatGPT be doing.
Okay, listen, but okay. For example, like Breezy trying to call niggas out in the top 10, like a pull up. If you lose, bro, you just gotta go ghost for like 2-3 weeks, bro. Straight up.
No, you don't gotta go ghost, man.
No, real talk. If you did what a pull up did and call niggas out and you go 0-2.
I don't want to see you next week. You need to take at least a week off, bro. Real talk.
I mean, I'm undefeated because of you. Why do you say that?
But
Stop it. We didn't have nigga. I debated you on the fucking on your team on the Nets, and literally I had no time to research nothing. That was all the top of the dome, and then all them niggas called in was biased. Stop it. That wasn't even a fair debate. Nigga, give me a week, and matter of fact, give me a double debate with Breezy. Give me a double debate with Breezy right now.
Breezy, can you handle 2 in one day, Breezy?
If I could go early, like if this debate start at 7 o'clock, because I'm at work.
You ain't got nothing to do. Go to ChatGPT and set the debate up, nigga. He over here talking crazy.
Breezy.
Go to ChatGPT and set it up.
Yeah, set it up. No,
let me get him up out of here. That'll be a 3-0 sweep.
Listen, FYF, set it up. I just want to go early. That's all. If it start at 7, let me go like 7:15, 7:30, that type of thing.
I got you. I'll make sure your 2 debates are first.
Hey, Breezy, I'm gonna be there early. I'm gonna be there early so we can get our shit out the way. Pause.
So hold on. So Ox, you want to do that debate? Jason Tatum versus Giannis offensively?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Talking to you, Ox?
I got I mean we could do it. I got True and Sturdy. But I'll do 3. I ain't tripping.
Nah, don't do that's too many.
Oh, you got 9.
I mean, I'm not. It's not no thing. It's not no thing, Lamont. It's not no thing. You know, I'm a spank hard. You know what I'm saying? That's
Ox. What's your debate with Sturdy? I didn't know you had one.
Oh, hold on. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Big fan Breezy.
I ain't gonna lie, Breezy. Oh no.
Hey, dog, I saw that. I think y'all might want to change that topic.
No, it's no changing it.
Wait, what?
Bro, here's the topic. Has the 3-point line, the 3-point revolution been beneficial or detrimental to the NBA? The locker room argues that the 3-point has been beneficial. Breezy needs to argue that the 3-point line is detrimental to the NBA.
You gotta change that, bro.
I don't know about that, bro.
That's some upper level debate.
You're going 1-1 next weekend, nigga.
You gotta change that, bro. There's no chance.
Why y'all tripping off this topic? This is a good topic. I think
it's a great topic.
You got a good leg to stand on, Breezy.
But I've never seen Breezy talk basketball outside of the
exactly. Me either. Now we finna find out. Now we finna find out. You've been talking spicy. You've been talking spicy for 6 months. Now we're gonna see if you actually know basketball.
Damn.
We'll see.
They say you can't talk about Richard Jefferson in the nigga. Can't talk about Kenya.
Wait, Lamont, is he still on the line? Did he drop out?
Breezy, yeah, he got up out of here.
Crazy. That's crazy.
That topic, he got a little hot.
That's crazy.
He got a little hot.
Nah, Lamont, we can't do it. He didn't confirm it then.
No, he did confirm it. Once he agreed to it, once I type it in, it's confirmed.
So if he don't show up, then that's a loss then.
Go ahead, screenshot it.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna help you at all in the rankings, but I mean, it's a loss or it's a win for you.
It'll be a forfeit loss.
So I got to. Okay, so
hey, Lamont, real quick, my bad, no hurry. But hey, Lamont, I gotta go get the kids ready for bed in a second, right? But before I go, I gotta say something. I gotta get something off my chest, Lamont, because I'm not really feeling Sturdy right now.
Okay.
Because I know he's number one. He's the top dog right now, but I'm coming for that number 1 spot. Sturdy did me dirty. He know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna air it out right here, but Sturdy know what I'm talking about. He did me dirty, and now I'm not ready to debate. He pulled up to the chill show, talking to chill, like me and him don't got something lined up already, trying to overlook me like I'm not finna come take that number 1 spot, like I'm not finna knock the crown off his head. What's up with Sturdy? Who's Sturdy supposed to be acting like he looking past me?
Hey, Sturdy, man, you better take that debate, nigga.
I thought Sturdy was gonna be up here when I pulled up. I was wanted to holler at Sturdy. What's going on with that, Lamar? Why Sturdy up here looking past him like he too good?
Look. I mean, the one leg that Sturdy has to stand on, man, is. I mean, he number 1 still, man. He number 1 in the rankings, man.
Hey,
so
Sturdy,
Lamont,
I wouldn't let a nigga
I got a question because I do want to get a debate in next week. So are we still doing that Jason Tatum Giannis debate? Because if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine. I can get somebody else.
I would do it if it's good.
Yeah, I think Giannis is a better offensive player than Jason Tatum.
I strongly disagree, and I'll take that, Lamont.
Okay, so what's the topic? I'm gonna put it in the private chat.
Who's a better offensive player, Jason Tatum or Giannis?
That's an easy win, Ox. Come on.
Nah, nigga. I'll be in my bag with Giannis, man.
I guess.
I'm curious how you gonna pull that off, Bulls fan.
I'm gonna pull it off, nigga. Don't worry.
All right.
I'm gonna do it, but this is a lose for me. I don't gain nothing by winning this debate. It's an easy debate.
I'm ranked top 10.
All right, hold on.
I'm
You look.
not talking about you. I'm talking about the topic.
Hold on. We got them debates in, so we're gonna have pretty much a full card for next Saturday. So just so y'all know, the debates are gonna be next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna kick it off. Man. I think it's gonna be a good day. Y'all see, I'm gonna release the new rankings. Actually, I'm gonna create the post for tomorrow. We got again the new rankings. Sturdy still at number 1. I don't know how Herm pulled it off. Herm at number 2.
Check out Herm.
P5, the locker room.
Shouts to Herm, dog.
Big Ak is number 6. Jalen at 7. Mahari 8. Nahari 9. And SB Talk Sports is dropped due to inactivity all the way to 10. And the biggest surprise to me is True the King and Young Africa both fall out the top 10, man.
Wait, hold on. Is 8 from the UK?
Lamont, can I run?
Yeah, he's at 5.
Okay.
Hey, Lamont, can I run out to the living room for a couple minutes and come back? Because Sturdy said he'll be up in 10 minutes. But can you I don't want to lose my spot, but I mean I know
I was about to shut it down. I gotta get somewhere. So look, unfortunately I gotta shut it down, but I'll be live tomorrow morning.
Hey, Ox, hop in the Discord, yo. You know they got voice chats in there and shit. Hop in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you in my Discord? Ox is in there, ain't he?
No, I'm not. I don't even really be on Discord. I don't really know how to use it like that.
Yeah, I try to keep it simple. I don't try to. I just use it for the back and forth conversation. I don't really get too technical with it. I'm gonna put it in the chat one time for you so you can click it and join it. And so I recommend that anybody that's in the debates or you want to get into debates, you click this link and you get into our Discord, man, so you can get these debates scheduled. Like I said, it just keeps the debates organized, and we know who's debating who.
And then it's
hey Lamont, just before you head out, real quick, just so I can clarify to myself, the only debate I have next week is with Avion and the LeBron Tim Duncan, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Because he's had to postpone it a couple times. Okay.
Yeah, we can't let him postpone too much, but like I said,
I think P5. You want to add another one?
What do you want?
I'm game for whatever. If you got a topic, I'll debate it.
Chat GPT.
Who do you think? No. Stop.
I knew he wasn't going to. That's why I didn't bring that up. I knew he wasn't going
to. Who's a better offensive player in your opinion? Or who's better in your opinion? Just straight up. Who's better, SGA?
Hold on. If we can't do Chat GPT, you guys going to have to hash this out in the Discord.
All right. Well,
I got to, get it. Chat GPT is quick and it gets it done quick, or we can do it in the Discord because I got to get this one shut down.
And what's your name? Minor, right?
Yeah, that's Minor. Minor, you in the Discord?
I'll find you in the Yeah, I found him.
Yeah, P5. You got you're not in Discord, P5?
I'm in it, right? It's the one with the 3 voice channels and the FYF Sports Debates events. I think.
Yeah. So just get in there and chop it up with Minor. I'll see it. So if y'all come up with something and y'all lock it in there, I'll automatically see it. So you don't have to confirm it. As long as y'all just come up with it in there and lock it in, I'll see it and I'll add it to the card. So we should be good.
All right.
Hold on, Jalen. We did the new rankings, Jalen.
You're number 7, right? He's number 7, right?
Yeah, Jalen entered the top 10. Jalen, you finally cracked the top 10, man. He says, "How am I the best debater here? Still not top 10. You are in the top 10, Jalen. We just did it. You cracked the top 10.
What is this nigga talking about? The best debater?
I don't know. Jalen,
I wouldn't quite.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He smoked True the King, but that topic was so easy though, bro. Like, well, you should have.
True the King smoked himself by accepting that.
Nah, but if True the King would have won, he'd mess around sitting at number 1.
That's also true.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you take a tough topic, you get rewarded heavily for winning it. So, like, imagine
that's why I'm taking this Giannis JT topic.
I feel like I personally was robbed because I think for the same reason Alabama wasn't over Texas in the rankings, that Herm shouldn't be over me in the rankings because I beat Herm twice and he should not be ahead of me. That's all I got.
Better get your rematch in with him.
I want the rematch with him. I hope to set some up with him in the Discord.
You know, Herm is going to be very careful with how he proceeds because he's not giving up this number 2 spot easily. Herm is going to be extremely selective going forward.
Shout out to Herm. I never would have pictured him at number 2. Shout out to Herm.
He did some finessed his way up to the top somehow.
And also think about picking hard topics. You don't really fall too much if you lose, but if you win, you jump up high.
Yeah, because look, P5 lost. Hold on, who lost and still went up?
P5. He lost to 830.
I went up to number 2. Like I went up when I lost originally.
No. But once we made the adjustments, once
I didn't drop.
Once we made that adjustment, I knew Herm was going to be number 2.
I didn't drop. So I think the fact that we added that it was a ChatGPT topic kept me at number 3. But I mean, I think that's
the locker room, man. Look, at the locker room. I don't know how he got the number. 4.
Yeah, I don't know how locker room ranked that high, man. Insane. That is insane. No disrespect.
Hey, none taken. Like I said, I made niggas ran, man.
Hold on, but wait, I got a question though. Like, Lamont, what was the huge surprise when it had me in like the top 3? Because I legitimately feel like that's where I belong. I feel like I am one of the best debaters on here.
I just didn't think it'd be so quick. It just surprised because I'm the top 3-4 guys have been the same for a long time. Now that ChatGPT is handling the rankings, it's getting shaken up a lot quicker. Like it's shuffling names around, and it's just I like it because it's different, but it's definitely.
You used to do them yourself?
I used to do them myself but then I figured out ChatGPT. I figured out how to input like the certain terms and help it think for me, and so now that it's handling, y'all see how quick it came out with it too. 2.2 seconds.
That's fire. That's fire.
And
Lamont, you going on the 23rd?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm gonna be there.
Lamont, did you know why he called me out, man? The nigga, he's easy work, man.
Lamont, you heard what Big had to say about you?
On the 23rd,
you better take that Alex Sim debate, nigga.
Hold on, I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
On the 23rd, can I get SB and P5 if possible? I want to just try to lock them up right now.
Yeah, I mean the main thing is if you're in a Discord, just get in there and just come up with a topic and then just lock it in. Yeah. So I think both of them guys are in the Discord. So once you get in there, you be like, just hit them up. Be like, let's do this. And then once you lock it in, I'll just write it down on my calendar.
Hey, Alex, we'll come up with something.
Yeah, no doubt.
Look at Jason.
Don't be running P5.
Jason the Kid. They had you ranked.
That's hilarious.
Where do y'all think Jason the Kid was ranked? Jason the Kid and Alex
number
14.
How many debaters have ever debated?
I would say total about 30.
So he's 29.
So he's 29 and Alex Sim is 30. It's that simple.
Alex is definitely 30.
The crazy thing about Jason the Kid is I think he knows ball, just he doesn't know how to talk. That's the problem with Jason the Kid.
Yeah, it might be just a preparation.
Look at Jalen trying to get easy work. Look at Jalen. He said Jason the Kid.
Jalen, Jalen, no.
Jalen, do not get an easy one. Don't get it.
Nah, man, you've been getting the easy W's.
Nah, Jalen has been getting some easy wins. I'm not gonna lie. That topic was nasty, bro. Moses Malone
and then he got carried by Ox in the tag team debate. So I mean, like,
I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, Ox definitely.
Nah, he didn't get carried. You being nasty, but Ox did.
Ox carried. Man, we broke out that whiteboard. Ox carried.
Yeah, Jalen, we caught your ass, though. Jalen, we caught you.
I didn't say Jalen didn't know his stuff, but he still got carried.
Oh man.
Hey Maria, you would know why if you saw Jason the Kid talking basketball. I'm not gonna lie. You would know.
All right, look, y'all, I gotta shut it down. I gotta shut it down. Y'all, I gotta shut it down.
Hey,
salute.
Hey, P5, I'm looking for you in the Discord, bro.
Yeah.
I'm in the voice chat. I'm in the voice chat.
All
right, y'all. Look, I'm gonna drop y'all down. Jay, I know you came up late.
Hey, PlayStation 5, I want to debate you too.
I came up late.
Hey.
My bad, Jay. Like I said, we're gonna be back live tomorrow, so we get
join the Discord, and I'm in the lounge.
Jay,
I wanted to perform my diss track. I wanted to perform my diss track for the Lakers, man, because I got some words for them niggas, man. But I'm gonna save it for the next live stream.
I gotta hear this. Hold on,
I want to say this real quick. Jason DeBron.
Shut your goofy ass up, nigga.
Who's this?
Jason
DeBron. Shut your bitch ass up.
Is this Jason DeBron?
That's Jay.
No, it's not Jason the Bum. It's not Jason the Bum.
Oh, I'm shit like, who's this nigga talk crazy? But yeah, P5 would have killed you even without those flags, nigga. You're that bad. But that's all I
That's
gotta
not
say.
cheating. It's the rules. I won off the rules.
All right, P5. All right, Nahari. I'm gonna drop y'all down. Unfortunately, man. Salute. Locker room,
I'll
man.
see y'all
Appreciate
later.
you pulling up, man. All right, Minor. Appreciate you, Nahari, as well. Look, we did what we needed to do. Salute, locker room. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down as well, man. But great show today, man. We got a lot of things accomplished, which was good. Main thing is we got the rankings out the way. And then obviously we see there's just a lot of hate for LeBron James out there, man. The man can't win for losing. You know, even in the event, he's just playing games that he can't control, man. People mad. You know, they blaming him for just winning games that the NBA puts on the schedule in front of him. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, as long as we're able to call it out. We got debates for next week. If you want to get into the debates, make sure you hit that link and join our Discord so you can set you up and we can get you going. But the new rankings are out, man. Kind of shook things up. It's crazy, but it is what it is. But it's FYF Sports, man. Another great podcast episode. Yeah, we're going to be back with more sports and news. Until then, it's FYF Sports, and we out.
Yeah, we done came from the bottom, mad that we up, but I don't hear him talking. Started with knowledge inside of my noggin. We took a dream and then we started blogging. Put my city on the map now. I'ma say how it is and I don't back down. On the road to 100K, we finna act out. We gon' show them that we not just in the background. We the main event, we the main show. We the one that people always gonna pay for. FYF, we the best, no debate though. Number one sports channel, every angle. I'ma show them all how we ride. Best sports talk show, we not like them guys. We playing it safe while they feather the lines. We pushing the narrative all the time. Like who to go in the game is not MJ. Kobe Bryant top 10, not what we say. I keep my life, you want is very overrated. Keep it real, if it ain't fact, we don't say it. Now it's stable, we won't be ignored.
Missing the lake, I'm missing the draws again, a hell of pain. I got a lot to deal with and my mind is kinda slipping away. What's on the line? I made up my mind, some shit, I'll just taste it great. Whatever it is, whatever it was, it's never gonna be the same. How do I explain what's been going on with me? You say that I changed, but you didn't know the old me. I think that I saved you, tell me who gon' save me. I'm way too fucked up in this club, I'm ashamed, baby. You say that I changed, but you ain't really know me. When I'm around my dogs, girl, they just can't control me. Trying to spend my time right, using every second of it. Trying to spend my time right, using every second of it. Before it's too late, girl, before it's too late. Can I speak my mind right, girl, before it's too late. I've been moving backwards, rolling up the backwards. Out of being dashed. Do you have my back, girl, before it's too late? Can I say my piece, girl? You'll know what you mean to me. You just keep it real with me. I've been moving backwards, rolling up the backwards. Every time I'm backstabbed, missing the lake, I'm missing the draws again, a hell of pain. I got a lot to deal with and my mind is kinda slipping away. What's on the line? I made up my mind, some shit, I'll just taste it great. Whatever it is, whatever it was, it's never gonna be the same. Floating again and I'm running the map. They say the best defense is just to attack. Hopping through too much, it's hard to attach. All this bone on is being hard to relax. Gotta get up, gotta get it again. They ain't get the message, we spinning again. I feel my back, I'm just leaving it in. Get what they want, then they leaving again. I cannot act like this ain't nothing new. Been getting smarter with all I've been through. Nowadays, I'm more rewarding than truth. Tired of keeping energy just to lose. Let it all out when I step in the booth. We're there for some months, now it's time to recruit. Met the investments, it's time to recoup. It's time to recoup, but how do I explain what's been going on with me? You say that I changed, but you didn't know the old me. I think that I saved you, tell me who gon' save me. I'm way too fucked up in this club, I'm ashamed, baby. You say that I changed, but you ain't really know me. When I'm around my dogs, girl, you just can't control me. Trying to spend my time right, using every second of it. Trying to spend my time right, using every second of it. Before it's too late, girl, before it's too late. Can I speak my mind right, girl, before it's too late. I've been moving backwards, rolling up the backwards. Every time I'm backstabbed, Yo, shawty, you know I gotta let it go sometimes. Gotta clear my head sometimes. I gotta get away some shawty. You know I just need a little peace of mind. Specifically, I'm talking about your mind. I gotta get that ass on. Calling you when I'm overseas, let me know what you need, what you wanna do when I'm home. Talking real dirty, real nasty on the phone. Girl, stop playing, I'm on the way. I am on the way. Girl, stop playing, I am on the way. What you need, what you wanna do, baby girl. I'm all ears for you, baby girl. Drop it down to the latest fashion, girl. All the shit I did, that's past tense, girl. Do whatever for you, what's your passion, girl? Got the lyrics in my songs, and your cash in, girl. Leave that boy alone, he everlasting, girl. Everything he did on a passion, girl. Spend up 20 grand, that's that shit, girl. I bought a whole mall if you ask me, girl. Bought a whole mall if you ask me, girl. Got the lyrics in my songs, and your cash in, girl. Leave